It has been 11,000 years since the kingdom of Adora was cast into the astral sea, along with the invading demon god Deimos. The last king of Adora, Gnarl Denstra, the elven god king Xandril Mishinel, and the necromancer Avigard fought and stopped the impending doom of the eternal darkness from coming forth, but were lost to the world when they too were cast into the astral sea. Now, the land of Redigan is split into 4 kingdoms. Adeshmira is the Elven Kingdom, where 10,000 years ago they called the elves back into their forest to lock it away. Most heeded the call, but some believed that they should not segregate and stayed in the world.
The Round Top Rainforest, where many other races call home, is now a kingdom under the direction of the druids who reside there. They left their borders open, but all know that if you enter and do not respect the forest, your life will be forfeit.
The Dwarven Kingdom of Gratispar called the dwarves back to their homes, closing and locking the doors of their vast mountain kingdom, and they have not opened them yet.
Finally, the Kingdom of Remedigan, known as the Kingdom of the Humans, left its borders open and welcomed anyone who sought refuge. It thrived, not from isolation, but a joining of all races under one idea: peace. 100 years ago, Odura returned. With it, the High General Martin Firewell and King Xandril Mishinel, and there has been a fragile peace between all kingdoms. Until now. Hello there.
Long live the Waffle Hut. Oh, sorry.
That works too. How are we doing, everybody?
Doing good?
Good. I'm unaware of what to do now. This is the longest Doc has gone in the intro without saying his line. So I'm just kind of staring. It's
Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmare's dream world. Welcome back to the Bros and Dragons podcast, where me and my friends play D&D together, and we're not making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
With me, as always, playing Montera and / Mirinda Shren, it's Alyssa. We need to get you on. We gotta get a better. You gotta get rolling hard. Okay, never mind. And playing our favorite wholesome boy, Taste on Firewell, is Mike.
Hi, I'm sweet and dangerous, and that makes me like a cat, because, you know, they can be sweet but terrible, especially if they purr into the mic whenever you're about to talk, and then the editor has to listen to it and figure out what of the 80% that you were saying is actually going to be able to stay in the episode. What I'm trying to say is there's going to be like 4 words from Lissa this week. And one of them is probably going to be fuck.
I really want to take the beginning of that and make it an MP3.
Okay, fair enough. I'll talk to the editor.
Sweet, because that was awesome. Just I'm dangerous and sweet. And finally, but not least important, most important, is all hail the Waffle Hut. Playing Stroop Waffle is Hannah.
Hello. Today, you're gonna hear my rats in the background because I forgot to put them in the bathroom. And they're being loud, and I'm so sorry.
There are so many places that could have gone. I'm glad that... I feel like bathroom is about as middle of the road for what it could have been.
That's true. That is.
Yeah, and then I forget they're in the bathroom. And then I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, rats.
What's that? Sorry, I'm getting a call from our editor in the studio. They're wondering how long it would take you to put the rats into the bathroom, and if it's possible. Because
it definitely is. I actually have to go to the bathroom real quick, so okay. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay. He said if it took less than 40 minutes, it would still be worth it to him.
Dope. Okay. Yeah. Do I have chocolate in my teeth? No. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Fair enough.
My character is going to the bathroom.
Sure.
Okay.
Also, I just figured out that we have to make Doc a NPC in Doc's
No, we don't.
D&D.
No, we don't.
What is the rule? What's the rule, Doc?
If anybody else
Nope.
subscribes, I will make them an NPC. Not
Nope.
we. There's no we. Mike, I'm already an NPC. I'm every other NPC
No,
that's
no, no,
not
no, 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 no.
subscribed.
You're not.
But you are not. There is not an NPC that is coded as Doc.
All right. So because I did it and I knew I was going to get some repercussions, I was actually going to make a joke about why Mike should stream on Monday morning so that I would have had this done beforehand.
Oh, I'm going to do
However, I will do this. The three of you
Uh-huh.
make me an NPC and I will put them in the world.
I'm not subscribed. Booyah!
It doesn't matter. The three of you make me an NPC and I will put that NPC in the world. No matter how ridiculous you make it, I will find a way to put it in the story.
Okay. Noted.
I already put a sex shop up. What's going to stop me? Last time on the Bros and Dragons podcast, dreams again ensued. Stroop attended a meeting of the Guardians in waiting. Demon Prince Nerex is in diaspora and the Testella tree is being threatened. There is a leak of demon energy in the Dark Forest. There's a small talk with Prue, the Guardian who lives in Bengen, was worried if she was going to be grumpy pants in the morning. Tayson, overlooking the lake at a point on top of the God's Mountain, hears the teacher telling him that he was created for this. Had a surge, which was absorbed into the surge ball. Mirinda, in a garden with many exotic and colorful plants, in the Montera form, so Montera was there, in a silk blue dress. Hand grabs her on the right shoulder. She feels protected and loved, but as she went to touch the hand and turn, no one was there. The garden dies around her, and then a bunch of Crimson Threes start molesting her. Everybody woke up to Ghost making breakfast at the Haraway Inn. They said goodbye to Heron and headed out. They made the choice to lose the cart and travel to the east to the Nordica River and walk the river south. Tayson sent a cryptic note with the horses. Hannah is so single, it's ridiculous, and did the Hannah strut? I believe that's what... I don't know why I wrote that. They find out the balls of Fluff Bag again had 3 floof balls. Dax became a giant elk. Fred and Fred Jr. became weasels. Right before dinner, Tayson released the summon out of the surge ball to make room so that he could go to sleep and not be worried. And he called forth a unicorn that said that his nickname was Ashtira. That their nickname was Ashtira. Ashtira offered to watch over them while they slept. Everybody went 9/9. Tayson doesn't remember everything from a fire and brimstone dream, but he ended up fading into a calm traveling with Martin dream. The unicorn quit Tayson's nightmare. The unicorn talked to Stroop and Sylvan, and she replied, friend of my friend is my friend, is a quote. Stroop calls the unicorn Moonbeam. Mirinda, a piece of the Feywild. Sitting across from her is a half... Oh, she went night-night and had a dream. Man, I really wrote terrible notes. I hope yours are better, Hannah. Across from her was the halfling form of Zalrin smoking a pipe. Talks to her about being serious all the time. Found out she was chosen of Zalrin, whatever that means. They all woke up to see Ashtira, or Moonbeam. The unicorn nod and disappear. Stroop says, what do you want for breakfast? Let us adventure on.
Broth, please.
Of course. She's a halfling.
What?
Broth, please.
Broth?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do broth this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you some eggs on the side.
Hey,
Just in case.
you know
if you don't
what?
want them, you can give them to the horses.
No.
We don't have any,
No,
never mind.
you know what? I'm feeling good today. I will take some eggs. I will do that. I do not know
so
if I will.
excited.
I do not know if I will like them. Finish that. Well, I'll definitely finish them. But I do not know if they will be good for me. But I will eat them.
Taste on.
Yeah.
It's protein. It's good for you.
So's broth. It's. I mean, broth is literally what you put in it. I mean, I don't.
What kind of scrambled eggs or whatever are you putting in your goddamn...
broth is soup. Broth is whatever you put into the soup is what's in it. I trust Stroop. She knows what she's doing, so she puts whatever needs to go into the broth for me to. I mean, I like the broth. I feel pretty good. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm feeling okay. That's all.
I am so excited.
I interpreted what you were saying as like eggs go into the.
No.
Excuse me. The broth goes into the eggs. Like,
I might actually do that a little bit depending on the broth. Like not like full-fledged put like the eggs into the broth, but like maybe almost as kind of like a like a really really thin gravy kind of thing, like just a little bit onto the eggs. So I mean, like not like they're gonna be dry because Stroop's really good. But like, if you had dry eggs, then it's like, oh, what would be really good on this if they were just a little less dry. Oh, broth, boop, like that. But not because it's bad, because it's two good things that I want to be more good.
That makes sense to me. That's why I mix my corn with my mashed potatoes.
Sure.
Two good things that taste good together. Yeah, I'm gonna start on breakfast. Miranda, what did you want for breakfast?
Just some eggs, please.
All right, eggs all around.
I'll,
I'm gonna go whip up some eggs.
let's not get crazy though. I still want broth. Okay.
Well, and broth.
Eggs and broth.
Oh, both, for sure, both. Let's be real. As I play around. Okay, great. I just want to make sure. Whew.
Okay.
Things were being silly, but now they're not. Hi. So good news. I think potentially bad news, but really just good news. I think I figured out how to use the little the pulsing crystal thingy. Kinda. I get what it does, or at least what it's supposed to do now. So I have my episodes. I have my magic pew thing every once in a while, and that thing stops it. But I've done other, we've done other magic around it, and it didn't take all that. So I think it just takes the kind of magic. And I've figured out that basically it's like a safe. It kind of holds on to it, but can only hold so much, which is good because that means, hey, I can wait until it's a little less dangerous and we can prepare instead of just waking up 60 feet in the air at 2 a.m. or whatever. But it also it's finite in how much it can hold, and part of the reason we got to meet Ashtira last night was because I had to empty it some before I had to make room before I went to sleep, because otherwise it would have been bad potentially. So I guess, hey, those episodes won't be surprises as often, but they still will happen. I just think that there will be a little bit more prep for it. Which seems weird, because now I'm basically telling... it'll be like, instead of me just having, a panic attack, it'll be me letting you know, hey, I'm about to release one of my panic attacks. Is that okay, or should we wait a little bit? Which is frankly a lot more control than I think I was prepared for, now that I say it out loud. But it's good. I think it's mostly good. Okay, I'm rambling. Because I'm excited but also scared. So, woo.
That's fair and valid, Tayson. Given the extremes that your nighttime terrors can go to. And yes, please do ask us before you unleash one of those.
Oh, yeah,
because that
yeah.
could be,
Yeah.
that could be.
Sure. And don't get me wrong, like I don't want to tell you that now it will never happen. Cuz you know how have you ever had like a dream where something bad happened in your dream and then you woke up and you're like, "Oh, that was a really bad nightmare." But then you found out that you were still dreaming and you were inside the nightmare even more. Like I don't know if that happens to me or not. And if it did and then I had two bad in the same night, that would be bad if I said, "Hey, don't worry, it'll never happen," and then it did, and then now somebody's a plant or something. I don't know. So, yeah, not that plants are bad, but you know, they seem to move around less, and I don't think they're interested in broth or eggs. Kind of broth, I guess, if they like water. Yeah.
Yes, if you think about it, technically the decomposition of animals is some kind of soup when rain hits it.
If we start getting into what is and isn't soup, I'm pretty sure we're just going to decide that everything is soup and nothing is soup. So if we can just fast forward to that part and then just be content. So, how far away are we from the... Like, are we river adjacent, or are we still a day away from being at the river?
You're a day away.
Okay. And also, Lissa, you are a little quiet for me. I don't know if that's just for me or everybody, but I've got you turned up to like 170% volume or something.
I love it. Yeah.
So you might be recording just fine.
I have no idea.
Okay.
It looks... Oh, wow. Okay, that's like getting... no, that's normal. Okay.
Cool. So, yeah. Okay, so I guess we eat and we start traveling a little bit east to get to the river so we can start going southeast so we can start going south and stuff. Man, this is complicated.
A little bit, but I think we can handle it. Especially with some protein in our bodies. Very excited. I'm so excited about your eggs. They have salt on them.
Okay, so I don't get this wrong. Have you not been feeding me anything with protein this entire time? Just kind of out of spite because I thought broth was one of those things that you could literally like flavor it with whatever you wanted, which meant that you could put whatever you wanted in it. I didn't realize that I've just been like... You talked about how I smelled sleepy because of the lavender. Are you sure it's because I haven't had any like carbohydrates or protein or anything to actually... I've just been running off like water.
Well, I'm assuming that the rations that you've been eating as well have some protein in them. But I'm just really excited about these eggs.
I've literally only been eating whenever you've been making something for me because I don't want to insult you by eating your...
You are so hydrated. So hydrated. Oh my god. There's a difference between soup and broth. You know that, right?
No. More important... So, okay, does this mean that I have permission to snack on something if you're not cooking and you're not going to get upset because I'm eating? I was always told by the chef in the castle that if you were to eat something before or after a meal that was prepared for you, that it's insulting because it means that you weren't, excited. Oh boy.
Jason, please eat other food besides what I make you.
Okay.
Please. Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I honestly was, and now I'm not sure. I think so. Maybe?
I didn't realize we had to tell you this, Tayson.
Tell me what?
That you can eat outside of when Stroop is cooking.
I haven't traveled with a chef before. She also got very upset at me when I was talking about eating something other than Waffle Hut food at one point. So then I decided that if I was going to travel with her, I could only eat the Waffle Hut food. So who am I going to... I'm tired of basically deciding I am playing a daily game of who am I going to piss off today by not pissing somebody else off. I don't like it. I miss Ashtira. They were nice to me, and we got along, and I think that was the most uncomplicated relationship I've ever had. And maybe it's because they only were here for like, a few hours, but I miss them.
Still in awe that we have to tell him to eat.
No, you don't have to tell me to eat. Let's make this very clear. You don't have to tell me to eat. You have to tell me that it's okay that I eat whenever I want to.
Hey, son, you can eat whenever you want to. If you're hungry and you want some rations, you can definitely have some rations.
Okay.
The only thing that will upset me is if you spit the food out that I have made you in front of me.
Oh, I will never do that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate
there have
that.
been several times that you have given me food, and I've went, oh, I shouldn't eat this, and then I did, and I was right, but I would not hurt your feelings like that.
Thank you.
All of your food is delicious.
Thank you. That's true friendship, guys. True friendship, right there.
Except when it's poisonous. Well, it's delicious then too, but just some of the side effects.
Just to specify, because I want to make sure this is clear, and I apologize for hammering this home. No, you do not have to command Tayson to do anything or tell Tayson to do anything. You have to tell Tayson he is allowed to do things without facing some kind of anger or punishment, which is very different and honestly probably much sadder.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little. Just a little. Poor Tayson.
All right.
He survived. That's good.
Hello.
You guys make breakfast. You pack up. Anything you want to do before you get moving?
It's been a couple of episodes, so I would like that Tayson will go potty.
Okay.
Because it, again, is on my character sheet, because it has been canonized, and it feels weird that everybody else goes to the bathroom and not Tayson. So Tayson, canonically, goes to the bathroom.
Before breakfast.
No, after breakfast. Come on.
I went before breakfast.
Oh, you did. Yes, that's right. Okay, fair enough. East-ish.
You all start heading east-ish. Did you want to do something? That's what I'm waiting on. I'm sorry.
Take the Pokeball
Okay.
and summon Dax. It's a D8, right?
It is.
Never did I think. Well, I should have expected that I'm one of the people that ends up now wanting animal companions, but for the longest time, never had animals in a game until Stormcrest. That's a 2.
2. You throw your Pokeball, a little gray poof of smoke, and a halfling-sized rat appears.
Okay. Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, about a halfling size.
Just imagine Stroop looking over at a rat like her size and like, yeah, this is normal.
Now,
Yeah.
this is important, for the future dozens upon dozens of, fan art and things like that. When you say rat, are we talking like Disney rat? Are we talking like big angry yucky rat?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes.
So a sewer rat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doc is leaving it up for interpretation.
No, it's good. I like it. Sewer rat. It is.
Oh,
Now it
dang
is.
I was super excited to see. I was super excited to see a yucky, ugly, like scary Disney awesome sewer rat. But fair enough. I'm pretty sure that's just a villain at that point. Never mind. I'm digressing.
Would anybody else like to throw their Pokeball?
No, I'm gonna keep Fred Jr. I'm gonna keep him in ball form for now.
I'm good.
Sure.
Point, isn't it just the secrets of Nim?
Maybe.
You all had peace. Anything you want to talk about on your trip? Any last words? I mean, anything you guys want to say to each other?
I respect you, and you are enough.
Long live the Waffle Hut.
There we go.
Alcohol.
Clear my browser history.
My buddy has a medical bracelet that actually says that.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's great.
Your buddy is doing living right because he's gonna die without wrong.
You travel a day through the woods. Nothing unusual happens. Before the end, you make it to the riverbanks. It's really thick forest, and then there's like a mighty drop-off that goes down to the river. At some places, as you're going to head south, you'll get closer to the water, but for the most part, it's cut into the land.
How far of it, like, is it going to be difficult to get down there, or we're okay? We just kind
It
of.
would probably be a little hard to get down to the actual water if that's where you wanted to be.
I mean, we want to be as close to that as possible, don't we? The whole point is put some kind of thing in between all the fiery, angry things that seem to be heading up. And while it's nice to be able to look at it, that's a far jump. I don't like it. That's not how rivers work. How far down?
25 feet.
25 feet? Oh, that's not bad.
Straight down.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's not bad for y'all.
Well, hold on. Okay. Rope. And Tayson will start digging through his bag and get.
So, did you put it on your character sheet?
Tayson takes his stuff as far as his bag.
No.
And he sleeps.
Do you
with
have it? Do you have rope? Did you put your starting equipment on your character sheet?
I have Explorer's Pack on my character sheet.
Okay.
I do as well.
Yes.
Look at that. I just wanted to check.
Yeah, I got you, boo. We're good.
So you guys have about 300 feet of rope on you.
I ties rope to him, and then he's gonna cast Levitate.
Okay. So hopefully you jump and then cast Levitate, but not just Levitate.
Well, you cast Levitate, and as part of it, you lift off the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can come back down to the ground. But Levitate literally goes up and down.
Yeah.
Which is not going to help you unless you jump off.
Unless I'm a balloon and people can push me. Because I'm currently weightless.
I reread it. I didn't see that, but whatever.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
We can discuss that later, but more importantly, I do the thing that the rules say that I should. Actually, I do the thing the DM says that I should. I apologize. I anti-ruled 0, and you can't anti-0. So I
tried to divide. It didn't work.
I pop back over the little cliff and then say, come here.
What?
I'm a Tayson blimp.
Okay. I think probably a good
Wanna-
idea to start with fruit.
Yeah, no, hold on to the rope. That's the point.
Oh, the rope. I thought we were like taking a running leap and jumping at you to hold on to you.
No, what? Oh my gosh. No. I like that I'm just basically floating over air and I'm saying, no. Miranda, hold on to the rope and
Okay.
Stroop, bring it in.
The rope? Okay.
No, you. Come on.
I jump off the cliff and hold you. Is that what you want me to do?
I let her fall. No.
You jump off.
Shapes into a fish.
You jump off the edge and you land in his arms, and he does not move forward or backwards. He stays where he is.
Yay. Great.
Are you holding me like a baby though?
I don't know. How did you jump? Did you jump and scoop yourself and then I caught you that way? You know what? I'm holding you however you feel like being held, Stroop. And as such, I descend.
Okay.
I'd like to put her on the ground.
Okay.
Pat on the shoulder. Go back up.
So you have a choice.
Yeah.
You have a choice, and I love it, and I will allow all this to happen as long as what you actually do is cancel the spell. Levitate lets you go up, but canceling the spell lowers you slowly to the ground.
Up or down 20 feet around.
One creature or object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature that succeeds on a Constitution saving throw is unaffected. The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or a ceiling, which allows it to move as if it was climbing. You can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn. If you are the target, you can move up or down as part of it. Yes. Okay. So it's only 20 feet.
Yeah. Per action.
You're right.
Okay. I was going to say, hold on. Because I need to...
I figured I would just read it. I got it right here.
No, I appreciate it. I got really scared because I took that spell for a reason and went, oh no, all of the reasons are bad now.
So
this is how Doc gives Mike a panic attack.
Yeah. No. It's just the spells are written the way they are for a reason, and people don't realize that. So I am all for rule of fun, but my statement is always as long as the mechanic works like it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it in this case?
It does. So you go down 20 feet.
I am a Taysanator. And boop.
And you come back up.
All right.
All right, your turn.
All right. Miranda kind of like awkwardly, tentatively holds on to Tayson, like obviously not the way Stroop did, but like, because they're like the same height. Miranda might actually be a little...
I don't understand why you're more concerned about this. You literally saw this happen like 4 seconds ago. Sorry, like 18 seconds ago.
I'm not a fan of heights.
It's not that high. Worst case scenario, and I'm saying this as we're lowering at this point. Worst case scenario, if you fell right now, maybe you break a leg. That's okay. You can take care of that. That's fine.
Oh yes, just because I'm a cleric, fine. Make the jokes.
Oh, I forgot you could do that. I was talking more about that just to get a splint and eventually it'll heal. But yeah, no, that's even still. Wow, I can't believe I wasted time. You should have just jumped. You would be fine.
She just kind of shakes her head and just is holding on to Tayson.
As you shake your head while you're holding on, you feel ground underneath.
She lets go. And she's like, should we be like pulling you like a rope? By a rope like a balloon, or
Tayson touches the ground and if you all want to talk for a while, feel free. I can't say anything until whoever is visiting goes away.
I have dogs that have decided that they're gonna wrestle right now, so that's where I'm at in life.
That's fair.
Hey Doc, can you do one of those, waking dream things with Miranda real quick? Because I think that's where all the animals have decided that we're allowed to play.
No, Tayson, make a Constitution check. Your left arm hurts. I'm just kidding. Don't
Okay,
do it.
no, that's fair. Awesome. It got. I land and somehow I'm stronger than I was before. It's weird.
So weird. Now you're tied to a rope, right?
Uh-huh.
You're just gonna go up one more time, get your rope, come back down.
No, she had the rope.
Okay, I didn't know how that was. I thought when you mentioned it to me, it sounded like you tied yourself up.
Oh no, I was giving it to her.
I took it the same way.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, do we lead you around like a balloon?
All
or
right,
something?
I apologize. This is D&D, everybody, where you have the ability to turn yourself into a balloon, but then you still get the terminology wrong on how the string of the balloon works. So here we are.
It's fine. You have your rope. I was just
No,
making
you're
sure
fine.
weren't
No,
leaving.
it's. I realize what I said and how I messed that up in the weirdest way. So
you.
So it wasn't just me.
No,
I'm
you're
like,
set.
I'm not...
So you make it down to the bank. The bank is wide enough where you guys can walk one at a time down next to the water.
Okay.
let's get walking.
Yeah.
Who's in
I would
front?
like to. I'm gonna go in front because I'm the smallest, and that way you guys can see over me. And check for danger.
I'll stay in the back.
Guess I'll stay
Okay.
in the middle.
Excuse me. You guys start heading down the riverbank. A little slower than normal. There's it's a riverbank. It has obstacles on it that everything else usually doesn't. Yes.
Retrospect
For-
being a thing.
For 10 minutes you're good.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we got Jax too, because I did not think about that.
You got Dax, yeah.
Dex, yes. Okay, great.
Actually, Dax a rat. He's good. He
Dax-
made it down.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say, hasn't Dax already popped back into Pokeball form?
Oh yeah, this was a day. We're here.
Yeah.
It's not yet. This
Okay.
isn't the next day yet.
Fair enough. Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
But he climbs down, no problem. He's a rat. Come on. You guys are walking down the edge near the water as it's rushing. Do you want to do anything else before the dance?
Is there any fish in the water?
Probably.
there are 11 fish. Which one would you like to talk to? One of them has an exclamation point above its head. Maybe it has a quest for you.
I just want to go fishing.
That's fair.
I want to catch some fish.
I thought Stroop was asking because of fishing for dinner.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I
I was
got it.
thinking. Fishing for dinner.
Okay.
So we're
I
just
don't
playing.
have a pole though.
We're just playing Stardew now, right? That's what's happening at this point.
Well, kinda.
Yeah.
What wild shape are you gonna hunt fish in?
Ooh.
It's a great question. I haven't even done that, and I'm gonna tell you.
Is there a tree nearby?
A tree.
Yeah, about 25 feet that way.
Well, is there a stick?
There's probably sticks around, yeah.
Okay, I've got string. I can
Okay.
make a fucking fishing pole.
So all you need is a hook and some bait, and you're good to go.
Let's see. What do we got that can be used as a hook?
Dax.
Put Dax on a string and have him fish?
Catch a big fish.
Hey, Dax, are you down for this?
No.
I'm cool with you trying, sure.
No, I think that was actually her trying to talk to Dax.
Yeah.
Answer's still the same. just
Yeah.
just with more grunts.
Let's read through some of this text here. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, acts on its turn, and you can use a bonus action to command the creature. Yeah, sure, why not?
This is. Oh, wait, I've got pythons.
Pittons.
Pittons.
Climbing pittons.
It's called
they're
piton.
little hooks.
Yeah, I know.
However, I've been calling it pitton
Oh,
when I climb.
I was just trying to mesh where the two of you were. This is fully off the rails already. Let's go.
Is it pecan or pecan?
I am over here trying to MacGyver a motherfucking fishing pole.
I mean, you just need a little bit of wire. Do you have literally anything with any kind of wire a part of it?
Let's see, I've got a tinderbox.
Hello, people coming in from Link. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome to the shenanigans. It's
Hi, people that stayed behind for Link and are watching us on his hosted channel.
all of the good things. Hello, friends.
All of the good things.
Hi.
We're playing D&D, and part of D&D is figuring out how to go down 25 feet, and then more importantly, when you get there, how do I fish?
Have I ever seen a crocodile?
Have you seen a crocodile?
Yeah.
I've got a bell, depending on how shitty a type of bell it is. Maybe there's wire as part of it.
Well, a bell, you could just put the fishing pole out there. Hannah, roll me a percentile die.
Fun fact, I was in the shower today, and Drogo brought me my bag of dice while I was in the shower.
Well, somebody was excited for tonight.
Yes, he was
He's like,
very
Mom,
excited.
Don't forget your dice tonight.
Got a 41.
You have not seen a crocodile.
I didn't think it was likely, but that's okay. We're gonna go with your guys' fishing pole idea.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna combine my items to make a fishing pole.
Sure, after a little bit of,
Finagling.
you know what? Yeah, it works. You make a fishing pole.
that was the most indifferent. Whatever, you get fine. You get to fucking try and fish.
pole.
Let's go.
Are you using Dax as bait?
Okay, all joking aside, you can't cast Dax far enough
Yeah.
or reel in Dax. Like, all funny aside, it's a halfling-sized rat.
No, so what she's gonna do is she's gonna put jerky on the end.
Okay.
I want to prestidigitate it to smell like worms.
Okay. There you go. Now we're working. Now we're cooking with fire.
No, we're not cooking with fire. We're very specifically making a fire so we can start cooking with fish.
Now Mike sounds like Tayson. I'm a little worried.
Sorry, it's hard to get out of the character.
You cast out camp. I don't know how you guys are going to set up camp. Like I told you how big this is. It's only enough to walk one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're trying to finagle and do it, one person's fishing. And you will catch a fish.
Caught
Steve
a
Holt.
fish.
Steel. It's a Holt fish.
Hey, Stroop, how many fish do you want?
I mean, it depends on how big they are.
How big is the fish, Doc?
It's enough to feed one person.
Okay, so she's gonna keep fishing.
We're gonna need at least three fishes.
So, I mean, it'll take you a while, but you'll end up with 3 fishes.
From a corner, you see Tayson say, 2, and he's munching on a goddamn ration, and it's delicious, because it tastes exactly like he wants it to.
Like
Okay,
broth?
just 2.
Freedom. Tastes like freedom and choice. He did it on his own.
Oh no.
Oh, that's great.
One of the vegan ones?
I think this does taste like... This tastes like undressed salad with crouton.
This makes you can make it taste however you want.
No, I'm
I'm
just
just
letting
asking
you
if
know.
it's one of the vegans. Yeah.
Yeah. This one happens to be, but they're not always.
Through magic and other sources, you end up cooking your fish.
Magic. The other sources.
Well, if you want to try to make a fire, it's wet. But I'm not going to
Oh,
fight
yeah.
you.
I mean, science is just magic that's been explained.
Magic is just science we don't understand.
I was trying to do the reverse of that one. It was difficult, but we got there.
You guys are sitting here, and the moon, Ashtira, is a little brighter tonight than it was the night before. Dayton is still out of the sky, but it's enough light as you guys sit around. And I would just love to hear how everybody's going to sleep.
So, how fast is this river actually running?
Right now,
Because this is relevant. Probably a question we would have asked earlier, but you know.
pretty slow right now.
Okay. So, I mean, if it's wide enough for us to travel in a straight line, Tayson's very comfortable with straight line, turning it 90 and having his feet in the water and just falling asleep.
Okay. It doesn't matter which way you face, Drew.
You're fine.
You're on
Thanks.
land.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna set up like really close to the cliff area
Okay.
so that I can hug the wall with my face. If that makes sense.
I get Forever Alone vibes from this.
That's just how I sleep as a human, like a real. That's how Hannah
Listen,
sleeps.
Right up against the wall.
I like the cold on my face, so I figured that's how Shroop would like it.
It's
So,
very earthy. I get it.
yeah. I'm so single. Yeah. But I'm gonna read a couple chapters of my book before I go to bed.
Okay. A couple more chapters. Okay.
About how far am I through the book, do you think?
You're now exactly halfway.
Yep. Okay.
Are you worried about? You guys are sitting there.
Called.
You're good. You guys are sitting. Do you want to like tie yourself to the ledge or something so you don't fall off? I guess I don't know. You're both sleeping kind of weird.
I'm on the ground. I just am like by the little dip area.
You're making it sound even weirder in my head.
I like the earth.
Uh-huh.
I like the earth. It's very cold
But
to my face.
You're sitting down, facing the wall.
No, if I'm going to bed, I'm going to be laying down parallel to the wall.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm leaning up against the wall reading, and then when I go to bed, I'll just face wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but that's all right.
You know, it's a druid thing. Yeah. I feel like the earth is gonna tell me where all the good herbs are tomorrow
Okay.
in my dreams.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Superstitions
Wow.
passed down through my family.
Hey, those eggs were decent. Like
Thank you.
They were outright like good. I felt kind of yucky all day, but I don't think that's anything to do with you. I think that's me just doing something new.
Ah, good. Yeah, I mean, if you eat them more frequently, like more often, then you won't feel as.
Yeah, but if I punched myself in the face every day, eventually it would hurt less. You know, like
Yeah,
at a certain
exactly.
point, if you get used to something, it doesn't mean that it's good for you. What I'm saying is those eggs feel like there's something that would be good. So
Good.
yeah.
Right, well-
Oh man, I also just realized that I put myself in a precedent where if I don't tell you something is good genuinely, even if I pretend that it's good, or even if I do think that it's good, you're going to think I'm pretending because I didn't specify.
How about this?
Yeah.
If you don't like something, you can either tell me if you don't feel comfortable telling me.
That's
You just
not gonna
don't say
happen.
anything at all.
Okay,
you
great.
say nothing.
Great. Okay.
And I'll know never to make it again.
Okay. See, now, but what if I don't say something and it's something that I liked, but I just didn't think to say anything?
I mean, like, you can talk about it weeks later. Be like, remember those pork chops you
I
made
feel like
last
this is
week?
putting a whole lot of pressure on me to make decisions for you to make decisions for us. And I'd just rather you make those decisions for us if you're feeling like making them.
Okay, if I make something that you have previously not enjoyed, you can just have some rations instead and be like, oh, already ate.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll never do that, but that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's an option. You'll figure it out.
Who's taking first watch?
I will. Oh, wait, you're reading your book, right?
Yeah. So I can take first watch
You
and read.
will.
Okay.
There.
So you're going to do a couple of chapters. I also need a perception roll, please.
You can do this.
She kissed it.
I got 8.
That's the most single thing I've ever seen. You get halfway through your book, and it doesn't seem like anything happened. At one point, you look up from your book, like, I think I'm supposed to be on watch. How long was I reading my book?
Tayson is 40 feet down the river. Still having that awesome unicorn sleep, just like. I'll take second watch because I'm here.
Okay. Make a perception roll for me.
That's real good. 24.
There's movement on the other side that catches your eye a little bit, but as you look over and you really zero in, it's a distance. This isn't a really small creek. It's a river. And as you look, it's just a bear hunting for food. Doesn't even seem to pay you any mind. Nothing else happens on your shift.
How far, like, ballpark it? Is it, like, throwing distance? Is it, like...
If you were a major league pitcher, you could probably throw, yes.
Okay. I was super excited to try and figure out a way to throw a ration to this bear.
I'm sorry.
You can't feed the bear. No, okay, I live in Montana, and I've learned you can't feed the bears because they will find you and they will eat you.
But you told me that you can talk to bears.
I don't want to. Okay, the Stroop maybe, but the Hannah is like, oh my God, Mike, no, I don't care that we're playing a game.
Here's the thing. Mike is not trying to throw food to bears. Tayson wishes that he had a better arm right now. That's all I'm saying.
I
would never go hiking with Tayson.
I pictured Tayson throwing it, making it, the bear picking up it, sniffing, looking at Tayson, throwing it in the water in front of him. Like, what am I going to do with this vegan bullshit?
I was going to make it smell like fish first. Come on, man. I'm respectful.
Make him think it smells like fish, where it tastes like absolute garbage.
Perfectly flavored. Yeah. Whatever. The smells don't do what I want them to do at all.
But you wake up Miranda, and you go to sleep. Can I get you to roll me a d20? It's specifically wisdom save.
Okay. 11.
Total?
Yup. I will say there is a spot open in the ball, if that is what you were referring to.
It is. Go ahead and roll me a D100, please.
Okay. Because I decided Tayson would be very concerned about this thing. So there was always going to be an open spot. 27.
Okay. Okay.
I will look at it in the morning.
Okay.
The puns, man. You're getting me. I dig it.
The regular dreams, nothing extravagant, come and you wake up as you always do because you sense something's wrong and you look over and the ball is back up to 3.
What's new? I see a teleport in there. I see an abjuration kind of wisp to it. What else is in there?
Well, you can take a point of exhaustion and stay up and try to figure it out.
I'll wake up in the morning then.
Okay.
I didn't know that I went to sleep and then immediately woke back up. Because dreams are weird, and time is wimbly-bimbly and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wibbly wobbly.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. That was way too in sync. Oh my god, we spend too much time together. Once a week. This is the most time I spend with anybody, guys.
Hello, friend.
Hello. Hey.
You all get up in the morning, and seems like nothing is different.
I'd like to look at the ball and see what's different now.
Okay. It has the color of transmutation.
Ooh, that could be terrible or awesome. I like this thing.
I would like to hum to myself and my comrades. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Sure.
Yep, that's the theme song for the day.
Who's that?
It's by Kesha. I love Kesha.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Stroop was singing that, and I didn't know if Kesha existed in this world or P. Diddy did.
They do now.
Okay, fair enough.
They're famous bards. You know, they don't frequent the castle, but they travel a lot.
Listen, I have to specify on these kind of things because it makes me very excited for the fact that Doc has it canonized now.
I do? Weird. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, they exist. We're in your world, man. I don't know what to tell you. Unless you refute it, they're there.
Okay.
Yay!
Kesha exists, but not P. Diddy.
The weirdest specifics. All right, so okay. I guess let's keep going and hope that this widens out a little bit. Otherwise, we're gonna have to figure out how to get to the other side or something.
Yeah, I mean, all we can do is travel south and hope for the best. Maybe catch some fish along the way. Maybe some salmon. I love salmon so much.
Okay.
We should make salmon cakes. That should be on the menu. For my Waffle Hut, salmon cakes. For breakfast, though, we should make them breakfast salmon cakes. I'll work out the specifics.
Pan salmon cakes?
What? Pan salmon cakes? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Maybe like a lemon cake with salmon on top. No, that sounds awful.
No, I don't like that.
No, it sounds like bad sushi. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. How'd you sleep?
Not bad. Not great. I had another, but you know, we'll figure that out later today.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my high school boyfriend. Yeah, Nick Simpson. If you ever watch this, I'm laughing at that time. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway. So, well, I slept well as well.
Okay.
Woke up gripping some dirt. That was a little weird.
I mean, you slept on the ground with your face into a wall. I don't. Of the things that of the things you could have gripped, I feel like that was like choice number one, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, like hugging a rock would also have been acceptable.
There was not a
waking up
rock
to.
near you if you woke up next to a rock that wasn't there the night before. That last time that we had rocks that weren't there before, they turned into lobsters and they started fighting us, and I don't think that was good. Crabs, not lobsters, crabs.
Yeah, they were crabs. They were like magic sucking crabs. Man, I feel like that was a long time ago. Oh my god.
It was a few days.
Like a week, right?
Ish.
I don't know.
Either way.
Almost a week.
Either way.
Man, we've done a lot in a week. Oh.
I'd see. This is what I keep saying. We've done a lot, and everybody just keeps seeming to roll with the punches, and it's fine. And I'm like, hey, maybe, we got somewhere important to be, but let's talk about the fact that, I was sitting here saying, oh, we got to go to this town because Martin said we needed to figure something out. By the way, there's a very important destiny thing, and here's some kind of, catchphrase, omen-y thing about, thief, stalwart, and liar, and all that stuff, and it's important, but also, you are enough, and that's great. I appreciate that. But also, then we start walking, and, my teacher decided that we shouldn't have a cart anymore and gave us some weird stuff. But before that happened, you guys got talking to by some devil thing that you met in a completely different plane of reality, and we decided to exchange questions, and it seems unfair because my questions turned into something that started hurting us, and I don't think his questions turned into anything for him, which it seems like that would be something that you should say up front. Oh, that was like 3 days. And then I got attacked by fire dogs.
Yeah, we got attacked by some fire dogs.
And then we got attacked by more of them, but then we were told that there's some kind of demon devil invasion thing. Oh my gosh, we went to a damn bar that travels through the plane. When people tell, oh, Jason, you should get out more. You should go exploring. This is dumb. I don't want to do that. I've been outside of actual supervision for a week, maybe a little more than a week, and this is what it's been like. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what though? The eating without being told is pretty cool. Tayson's actually gonna grab a ration and start eating it.
This
is my form of control.
Just don't overdo it with the eating because you will vomit. It's not fun. Sometimes you taste test too many things in a day and it doesn't end well for anyone.
No, that's not fair. Because see, the taste testing thing is 100% a choice that you make. And
if you consume,
with you, I guess.
But I'm talking from my own experience. I have eaten too much in a day and vomited, and it's not fun, especially for the person cleaning it up, which inevitably is my younger brothers. But
I guess in a way,
that's kind of fun.
I guess in a way, I did choose to get bit by the angry dogs that were on fire by not letting them chew on me. So
I don't think that was your choice.
No, but listen, if I can only blame outside things for the bad things that happen to me, I'm never going to actually take any accountability for anything that I do. So here we are. I don't like this conversation anymore.
Yeah, we can press pause on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
South.
Oh my god. South we go.
This has been happening the whole walk. Yep. So.
Yep. Oh, we didn't stop for this.
No.
Miranda is like a solid quarter mile away from us.
No, well, I was first, and Miranda was in between us, so we're just having this conversation, me going this way, and you shouting over her.
Through Miranda, yeah.
I'm assuming she's just drinking from her flask the whole time. Oh my god, these two.
One of her many flasks.
Yeah.
Flask of many
things. The river was a good choice. Nothing happens. It's a little difficult terrain because of the water and how close it is, but outside of that, nothing deadly, and it seems like nothing seems to be able to find you.
We're moving a little bit slower than maybe we would have on open road, but we're moving much safer and got it.
So we're going to do 4 days where I just need to know, Tayson, before you go to sleep tonight, are you going to get rid of a spell?
I am.
So if I look at my notes here, I got a transmutation, I got a teleportation, and then an abjuration.
So here's the thing. The smart thing for Tayson to do would be abjuration.
Okay.
The thing that Mike wants to do is transmutation.
Okay.
I feel like there's a point where I can get far enough away from everybody for me to do transmutation and not necessarily put them in imminent danger. So I think I'm gonna do it. Hey, I need to clear out some room from the I'm gonna call it the whoopsie ball. So I'm gonna go over here. If something bad happens to me, try not to let me die.
I can try to do that.
I'm gonna go 30 feet away, and I'm gonna release the transmutation thing.
You're gonna release transmutation.
Yes, a green wisp through the ball with a glowing emblem on my right calf that kind of connect together, and then
you focus and let it out. And you watch as electrical energy starts gathering, goes down, shoots out. And I rolled for this. I need Stroop to make a dexterity saving throw.
But I point so far away, and I pointed that way.
Yeah, but lightning strikes usually are like 120 feet-ish.
I got a dirty 20.
It's pretty good.
Hey.
Dirty 20. So you're going to take half damage on 10d6 that I want Mike to roll.
I choose to roll all ones.
I need you to roll.
I know.
As you release lightning bolt,
5,
and it gets attracted to the nearest creature above water.
8, 12, 18, 24, 27, 28, 31, 32, 34.
God, this is halved.
17 points of lightning damage as a lightning bolt comes out of the surge ball and strikes you right in the chest.
I heard a lot. Yep, that was... Is this because I made that TikTok about not taking any damage in the last battle?
No.
Because I feel like a little attack.
These are random rolls, and this is what he chose to do 30 feet away with something that goes 100 feet.
I'm assuming I'm on the ground.
Oh.
I'm not down, but like
Hey, Miranda. Can I also get a dexterity saving throw from you? It's every creature in a line for 100 feet. He was 30 feet away.
Shit. Fuck. God damn it. I hate you.
This is Mike's fault. He thought evocation is the yucky angry spells, so I will go far enough away. And this is not a yucky angry spell. It's a yucky angry spell. I'm sorry.
It's a dex save. Yes.
Yo.
Learning experience, Mike.
I hate you.
It's truly not. I can't do anything about it.
That's
Well,
a
I mean,
fucking
next
bad
time.
One.
And that one, take 34 points of lightning damage, please.
I'm down.
Oh.
You release this ball. It goes striking. It hits Stroop in the chest, knocks her back a little bit, but she stays standing as the bolt goes straight through her and hits Miranda. Miranda gets smacked against a bunch of rocks, goes down, and is not moving.
Can I would like to produce Goodberry, and can I put it in her mouth and chew it and make her swallow? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you could do that. Sure. Hold on a second.
Tayson is running over.
Don't worry about this roll.
Tayson is running over to try and stabilize the poor bean.
You come back to life with 1 hit point, and you really have to use the bathroom since a good berry is everything you need for 1 day.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to do that. I thought it was something different, and it wasn't. And then I went far enough away, but I didn't go far enough away, and I'm sorry.
I want to be clear. I want to be on record.
Yeah.
It was a transmutation that turns your next spell into a lightning bolt at 5th level.
Sounds great. Mike is... Tayson is extremely apologetic. Mike thinks, that's really unfortunate. Sorry about that. Mike is not apologetic for what's going to happen because this is a table that I know nothing about. So I'm sorry.
We're about to do a long rest, right?
Yeah. Be happy.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself twice.
Okay.
My fucking spell slots.
I need you to roll those, not saying anything's going to happen tonight, but just in case something happens tonight.
I'm just sitting here feeling thrilled. Be happy that it's happening now and not when I decided to prestidigitate some fucking bait and then I cast a lightning bolt through it. I'm gonna make this ration taste like worms.
And now you don't have eyebrows.
Now you can eat it.
Oh. Okay, so that's an 8 and a 7.
That's good.
Okay.
And then each one is +2. So
19.
Yay!
As you settle down, I should give Tayson a level for defeating Marinda.
and having Stroop at the same time. Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yes, give me more power so I can accidentally hurt my friends better. It'll be great.
Not gonna do that. But I need you. Well, let's go ahead because this seems like a role play moment as Tayson comes over. Absolutely apologize.
I'm sorry. I thought it looked like it was. So there's different schools of magic, and this one looked like the different one. Huh?
I'm aware.
Yeah. So I did the one that I thought, maybe I could turn a rock into a different kind of rock or something, and instead I turned air into angry air, and it zapped you. And I'm sorry, that was not what I thought was going to happen. And
Tayson.
Yeah.
Just next time, go further away from camp, please.
Well, see, here's the thing. I can do that, but what if I did, turn myself into, a fish or something, and then I was really far away, and then I fell into the river really far away from you all, and then I was just gone.
Okay, turn the other direction next time.
Oh, I wasn't looking at you. It just...
No, lovely. So, and she's, touching... I'm assuming it probably, smacked her, either at the top of her head or, probably, breastbone area.
I don't know. It hit Stroop first.
Yeah, it went through Stroop, and we know when something goes through glass or anything, it curves up and to the left, so then it smacked you. It got you right in the chest as well.
There you go.
And then you hit your head. And I will say that at the point of, your first end consciousness, you heard a familiar halfling laughing, and then you came back to life.
I'm the reason he's gonna adore you.
I'm a trickster cleric traveling with a wild magic sorcerer, and that's just chaos incarnate in and of itself.
Oh, you think he's a wild magic sorcerer? That's cute.
About that.
So I hate to go back on this, but my good berries, I get to produce up to 10.
Yeah.
Should I roll to see how
See
many
how many
I
you
made?
made.
You'll have more,
So I
yeah.
can Can I take some? Hold on. I need to figure out how many I made so I can figure out how many I can eat. Where is my D10? Okay. All right. I made 9, and I gave Miranda 1, so I'm gonna take 8. I'm gonna eat 8.
You're gonna
Okay.
so just to make sure, remember earlier when he said, "Hey, you feel like you have to go to the bathroom because this is an entire day's worth of sustenance," and then you said,
I'm gonna go
"Cool,
into
I'm
the
going to
woods."
make 8 days worth of food in my belly over the course of now."
Yes. I'm gonna go take them in the woods, dig a hole real quick.
Who's your backup character for when you explode?
The grandma I talked about.
There you go. Okay, great.
It's gonna be Miranda's grandma.
How did you survive that? I didn't. Anyways, so are we done with the roleplay moment of this?
I'm sorry. There was nothing else that I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I got excited because this was a thing that was going to stop me from having things like this happen, and now it's not only happened, but it happened when it wasn't supposed to and how it wasn't supposed to. So now I outright don't know where to go or sleep or do any of this.
You know, Tayson, these things are gonna happen.
No,
I think I've accepted that.
Okay.
I think maybe next time I'll climb a tree. You just let me know when you're gonna do this thing, and I will climb a tree or something. I will get out of the way. I will help. I will assist in not being around for this thing.
If
Okay.
you have a wild magic surge lasting more than 4 hours, consult a physician.
Oh, you gotta consult your local cleric.
Miranda. I'm sorry. How about I take the first watch? And
That would be great.
That would be wonderful, yes.
why don't you
think I
guys
blew out my
why don't
speaker.
why don't you two that's not going to happen again tonight. So that's good. So why don't you two go to bed, and I will just make sure nothing terrible happens from me or anybody that isn't me in the immediate future here.
Sounds good. That hurt. I'm gonna... You see her, like, reach down with just, like, a handkerchief and dip it in the cold water, and she's just gonna lay down with, like, the wet handkerchief on her chest, where she just got fucking electrocuted to death.
I think you put it on your chest, it starts to steam a little bit. And then immediately after that there is just one little that flickers off of it.
You guys do your rotations for tonight. Tayson, roll me a wisdom save.
Hey, that's a 15.
Total,
Yes.
roll me a D100.
The number went up? Fuck you. That unicorn cursed me. 73.
Okay.
You know,
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
no clue. You know, Tayson was going to take resilience at some point. As soon as he earned it. As soon as he earned it, he was going to be better at wisdom saving throws. And it hasn't happened yet. And now I'm even wondering what's the point.
Why do I even... What is it? Just why?
Why? Why even? Listen, I turned the air spicy. I like it.
You like that one?
I did.
Spicy air.
Spicy air. That's it.
You turned it into Taco Bell.
Nah, it was angry air. Spicy air.
I don't know. Stroop's sphincter begs to differ.
Okay.
Yeah, that was self-inflicted.
The next morning, you will do your study like you do.
Mhm.
And now there is a conjuration in there.
Hey, I have good news. We no longer have to worry about having enough random encounters because I am random encounter chart. Did it.
It's a him, Mario.
You need us to go through watches, or was me lightning bolting the other two people in the party enough of of a watch tonight?
Oh no, we're good.
Okay.
You guys wake up the next morning. Is Miranda still mad?
She's not mad. She's just disappointed.
That's far worse. That's so much worse. Because being mad, you could be mad at a situation. Disappointment is something where you're disappointed in the situation causing.
All right. Cat out of the bag. Nothing's gonna happen for 3 more days, but I do have to go through this with Tayson because we just got to be fair.
Yep.
Tayson, are you gonna let anything go before you go nice?
Yep. If there is a place where I can be like a solid 180 feet away from people,
Okay.
I'm gonna do abjuration.
Okay.
I wanted to save that, but I guess I can't.
That's fine. You release the abjuration. You're 180 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a d8 for me.
Okay. 8.
Everything just change it, and you're in a bit area with white light, but it feels like a cavern. As your eyes start to adjust to the bright light, you look around. You are in a cavern. You felt this kind of magic. In fact, you can look, and one of your specific emblems is very bright as you have put yourself onto the positive plane. You banished yourself.
Just look around for a bit, take in the sights. I feel like I can't control making it stop, so I'm just here until I'm not.
A minute later, you pop back into the phase. You ladies watch him walk 180 feet, and it looks like he goes away, but the whole dark vision issue, and you're like, I'm not sure if I saw him. Ashtira is getting brighter.
We hear like a pop, like some kind of noise when this happens.
No, he went too far away. And you're looking, and then all of a sudden, like, even if you start worrying and you start walking that way, a minute later, boom, Tayson, looking like the sun, light going everywhere. He is supercharged at this point with magical energies.
We have been getting a lot of nightlights lately. Just a ton of nightlights in our lives.
This one hurts as you
this
look
one-
at it. As you look to the side, too, it seems like some of the water is steaming where the light is touching off of Tayson.
I would like to put on
how
my
do I
sunglasses.
feel currently?
Overcharged is the best way to put it.
Great. I'm going to cast the conjuration spell on the sphere.
You're going to cast a conjuration spell?
I'm going to there is a conjuration spell that you put into the rock. I'm going to make it go away.
Okay.
I'm done. He's so frustrated. He's so pissed.
I have a question.
Yes.
And I will tell you this isn't for you. This is for Hannah and Lissa.
There you go.
And I will tell you that the answer is probably not what you think. But did any of you start heading towards Tayson, where he was when you saw him last?
I feel like Stroop definitely would have started walking towards Tayson. As much as I don't want to have done that, I believe that Stroop has done that.
Okay. What about
that Miranda just got fucking whacked in the chest by a goddamn lightning bolt and died? She's probably staying a good distance away until
she grabs Tayson's stuff, pulls it close, grabs Stroop's stuff. No, sits down. No. Call me if you need me. Tayson, you release conjuration from it.
Mm-hmm.
Stroop, make a Constitution saving.
Okay, don't fail me. You're a good die. You're a good die.
Remember, you're a halfling. You can reroll ones.
I got 6 total.
So
For
you
the
rolled
net,
like a 2.
I
you
rolled
guys,
4.
you guys are going to be walking slower now as a green energy comes out and you are poisoned for 24 hours.
Actually, I think there's something that happens for me.
Stout halfling.
Stout, yeah, I get
Okay.
advantage on
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead and roll for advantage on that.
I remembered something from my character sheet.
It don't matter.
I got a 7.
That's better.
That is better.
And
All
you
right,
are poisoned for 24 hours.
Great.
I told you not to go over there.
Let me look up poisoning.
It's not going to matter. It's just going to make you slower for 24 hours. So we're going to add another day onto your travel here.
Can't I carry her?
Sure.
Poison me.
I'm still adding another day. So
Fair
anyways. You have 2 open slots, which will make it to the day. So why don't you go ahead and make a... After a while, you release that one spell, you got 2 spells gone. You are overbearing, and then it starts to dim down, dim down, dim down. And then once it goes back to normal, Tayson, you're wiped. You feel like you literally cannot move on your own.
I'm gonna sleep here.
I think we should definitely sleep here. That sounds great. I need a day of rest.
No, I mean literally right here. I'm not gonna move from. I'm going to bed now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go vomit in the river.
Or towards the river.
Yeah.
Because I'm like laying here. Anyway, I think through the next day, just reflection, Tayson, you have seen this a few times with smaller spells, but this was a dose of a lot. You absorbed the energy on the divine plane. And if you were to talk to, I would say specifically Mirinda as a cleric, you would find out that a positive energy plane would kill you. It would kill anybody who went to it. You survived for a minute. It almost killed you by absorbing that much energy, but because of the sorcerer type you are, you do absorb magical energy.
He asked. Okay, but here's the question: does he actually ask about this to Miranda?
Fuck no. You kidding me? No.
Well, you would find out on his own. I was leaving it up to him what Tayson would do.
Yeah, fuck no. I am not going to ask you, hey, so I did this weird thing again. Can you help me understand it a day after I fucking bolted you to unconsciousness? No, he's not bringing this up. Are you kidding me?
But you know, no matter what, you do understand that you almost died.
All right. Does Tayson know? And
Yes,
can we clarify? Hold on. Sorry, different question. Tayson's accepted the he almost died part. Old news. Moving on. Does Tayson know? And to clarify for Mike, these spells that have happened inside of this, what he has recognized from his own being, and what he's seen in there, and then them seeming to be different. Does he recognize a disconnect between what he sees in the actual crystal and what's happening?
So all but one of the spells has been exactly what it was, but you would have realized releasing it, the transmutation spell that you released, that was actually evocation spell, I believe is what it was. You actually, it's just transmutating the spell.
Yeah.
It has done everything within the magic that you understand. The good news is you've released the 2 in there that you had no idea what they were.
Right.
And now you have some kind of idea because your body will still go under the effects of the stuff.
Okay. I think it was more of a getting a basis as far as like, do I actually trust what is in this thing? Or do I need to just be like, hey, I might as well just assign a random number to these. But I get what you're saying. Cool.
But so give me. So you poison Stroop. Give me wisdom save for that night.
Yep.
I just do 2 wisdom saves for me real quick.
Okay, that is a 17.
Okay, nothing happens that night.
And that is a natural 20.
Okay. And then this will be this night. So
listen, I almost killed myself. I almost killed Miranda, and then I poisoned Stroop. After that, slept like a baby.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, it only took almost killing the party multiple times.
Yeah. Now that I know I can do it, I'm okay with sleeping. It's fine.
Nothing to worry. What are you worried about now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I got this. On the 4th night, you guys are on the riverbank, and right before we go to break, the Ashtira is full. Daden is waxing. It's beautiful out. The way the bluish tint light now, with these two absorbed together, hits the water of the river. And you guys set up camp. And then who normally takes first watch? I think it's Stroop, right? Yeah. So as you guys are setting up and everybody's getting ready and Stroop's getting ready to do her watch, in the distance you hear, "Oh." And I'll see you guys after break.
Hey everybody, we're gonna go to break, and then we're gonna make friends with some awesome doggos, because that's just how the world works, obviously. Make sure that you stay tuned, because we're gonna be running commercial for Rupture RPG. Their Kickstarter is live. You should check them out. We're gonna run some commercials about the channel. We're gonna do the bathroom breaks, the water breaks, all of the good stuff. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in just a bit.
It has been 300 years since the Great Rupture, and now magical energy known as mana flows through all of creation, through all people, through all rocks and trees, through the very land itself, through the water that surrounds us and the sky above us. Many have used their own mana to create magnificent realities and to change and shape this world of Taral. Some could not handle the mana flowing through their veins, and it has torn at their very soul. Many people are seeking a way to reverse the effects of being mana-torn, but to no avail. Here in the shadow of the Empire, created by the peace treaty between the humans and orcs, you have a chance to shape your destiny. What will you do with the mana flowing through your veins? What paths will you follow? What trails will you blaze? The choice is completely yours. Come to the magical land of Taral and decide your destiny.
Hi everyone, we're back.
Hi.
I was super excited for that to go way worse, and then it didn't.
Me too.
Oh well.
What?
Don't worry about it.
We're live. You're good.
Hi.
Hello. That is me. I is me.
Welcome.
You've got mail. Okay.
Motherfucker.
Ow.
You guys heard howling.
I was in the distance.
I mean,
What do you guys do when you hear the howling? It's not right on top of you.
are we still kind of in this area where like we're like almost by like a sheared cliff?
Hmm?
Okay. Is there any way for us to tell if it came from distance, same level, or if it almost sounded like it came from over the top of us?
Hard to tell. It's just in the distance.
Okay.
But it was audible over rushing water, so take that how you want.
So, good news, bad news. It's either... Okay, good news is there's like a... Depending on where they're at, like a half... There's like a 50% chance that we're okay no matter what. Or... We are... downhill in a small area of mobility and in a lot of danger. Other bad news, and this just is bad news. They're close enough for us to hear them over all of the other ambient noises. This is probably not great. I think we should move, but I don't know where we would move to. So I guess more of a hunker down and prepare kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay. Who's been the noisiest when we've had to do stealth checks? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, I have Pass Without Trace that I can cast on all of us.
Here's the real question. When have we ever tried to be quiet?
The one time I cast this, I didn't need to because I was way too far away from the fight, and I will never forget that. I will never forget that I wasted that spell in my entire life. I will never forget that.
I have Blessing of the Trickster, though.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Give a willing creature other than yourself advantage on stealth checks for an hour until you use the feature again.
Okay. I mean, I just... Here, you do what you want. If you want to bless somebody now, feel free. If we run, I don't know where we're running to, where our situation is any better, and then we're running panicked. So I think we either have to hunker down and wait out and prepare for a fight, or just be quiet. I don't know. But last I checked, things have like a keen sense of smell and stuff.
Well, with Pass Without Trace, it says you leave behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe no scent? I don't know.
A scent would be a trace of your passage. So yeah.
Okay. So if we did that and we maybe moved a little bit down the way to, like, if I cast it on us now, and then we moved like 60 feet down the river a little bit, and our scent would stay here but not continue further.
Then we're 60 feet away from the thing where people are already going anyway.
Yeah, but then it can maybe go away from us and not see us. Like, it'll pass us.
They're 60 feet away.
Right. But we can go wherever. We can continue
I'm
on.
down for whatever.
Okay.
I think Tayson in the fight or flight is doing the, is there anywhere better for us to be? Not within reach. So Tayson is going to prep for a fight, but is also going to be quiet. Like, okay. if the fight avoids us, great. If we happen to avoid the fight, great. But
yeah,
I think he's just sitting here at the ready for something shitty to happen. So Tayson is actually, I'm going to watch up to watching the full distance on the other side, okay? So
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on all of us, just so you guys know. We're doing that. I hope that's consensual. I hope that you guys accept the Pass Without Trace.
I hope you accept that I am making you quieter.
Yes. But I am gonna pull out my scythe. Do I have a scythe? I feel like scimitar.
Scimitar. Scythe would have been BA.
That would be really cool. I'm gonna pull out my scimitar.
I've got Psionic Powers, Psychic Whispers. As an action, choose up to 2 creatures you can see, and then roll 1 psionic energy die. For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creature can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them. As long as you are within 1 mile, you and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand each other.
Go ahead. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, so first time you use this power after each long rest, you don't expend the psionic energy die. All other times. Okay, so I get it once for free, and then I have to use the psionic. Okay. So, and then...
Roll me this telepathic hour thing, because I'm really excited about Tayson having a night terror while you guys are linked.
Yeah, I'm more in the, hey, have you ever done this before with us?
Can speak, not will speak.
Can speak in a night terror means that I'm a speak and I'm not going to know about it, but...
That's a 6.
Great.
Okay, 6 hours.
I'm going to ask this one more time. Have you done this with us before?
No.
Nope. But it would only be me hearing it. Streep wouldn't.
Perfect. I like it. Tayson, what do you do to prepare?
Tayson is... anything that he starts preparing to actually cast is just going to draw attention. So I think he is going to get into the ambient noises of water running. I'm gonna gamble and give Doc a fun thing. Tayson is anything that just appears over the cliff is going to appear, and it's going to be too much of a surprise for him anyway, even if he thinks it might be coming. So instead of just watching, Tayson is going to try and hone his senses, close his eyes, and just listen.
Okay.
And listening for treads, listening for breathing.
All right.
And that's what he's going off of.
You guys wait. As you wait with Pass Without a Trace, you can hide if you want to. There is vegetation growing down the cliff, so go ahead and make a stealth check if you want to hide.
Yeah. I'll hide.
Your 10. Add your extra 10.
Mm-hmm.
28.
28?
You know what? I'm gonna do big bunk dice.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
23.
Oh, wait. Because I also get my, so that's 11 plus 15, so 26, actually.
Okay.
Not me also forgetting to add my stealth modifier in real life. I got 30.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
You guys prep and wait. Tayson, you close your eyes and you try to listen. You're trying to hone your skills, but you have waves rushing over, other noises, wind, whatever. But you hear every now and then, snap. Whatever this is running is not trying to be silent. But you know they're running. You all hear what sounds like armor and thumping and sticks breaking above you. As 3 werewolves jump over the edge down. 2 land on the other side of you. 1 lands behind you, and they are looking around and sniffing. I feel like you guys are tucked into the side of the cliff pretty well, hiding in vegetation. And as you stand there, a black mask, black hat, his eyes are showing very tan-skinned green eyes, appears from the shadow right next to Tayson and leans against the wall and looks at Tayson and looks out at the werewolves. Looks back at Tayson and goes,
He's looking back at Tayson going like that as Tayson is going...
The
We
werewolves...
say this because we're aware of what another are.
You can see this guy.
I see him go. Do I know the general vicinity that Tayson actually hit? So I would know that.
You guys saw each other hide. It's not like,
Okay.
and you know he's within at least 30 feet because that's as far as the spell Pass Without a Trace goes.
So Miranda is going to, like, telepathically go, what's going on over there?
Damn it. Tayson has dealt with people talking in his head in training.
Mm-hmm.
This is new, though. And his fight or flight is already pretty kicked off. Do you think... this is a question for you, Dia. Do you think Tayson would react?
I think the school has taught you, even though fight or flight is there, you're ready to fight, but you have enough wherewithal to react when appropriate.
Okay. So I think Tayson, hearing Miranda's voice, is going to go and, like, big eye bulge at Miranda and just go, no.
You hear in your head, no! Like real loud, because he's doing it in his head.
I don't know that I can talk to her. I just know that she talked to me.
No, I got it. But I'm saying, you might not know, but she heard it screaming no while you're going, because in your head, you're screaming it.
In response, she's gonna go, Tayson, you don't need to scream. It's telepathy.
Okay. In his head.
While this is happening, the wolves are now sniffing around in front of you. Another 2 jump off the cliffs and start sniffing around on the ground.
Tayson will in his head say, don't communicate with Stroop. I wasn't ready for this and have been trained my entire life. If you scare her or surprise her and she makes a peep, we're fighting.
Okay.
One of them stops in front of Tayson and this black figure. Looks up. From your anger, you're not sure who he's exactly looking at. And he just says, I lost the trail. And you see, he pulls his head off and it's... I have to look up the name. Hold on.
And now he has no head.
It's gone.
Yeah. The whole head, that's what he ripped off.
Ichabod Crane, no!
I was gonna say, it is Spooktober, so,
but he pulls down the cowl and the hood. And you see...
that blonde werewolf dude.
No. You see the Queen's Guard. The one that's always wearing common clothes. The one that gave you your letters. The one I can't remember his name right now, even though I invented the guy. Rendith Goverbin. And he says, well, you should keep looking. They have to be around here somewhere. One of the other ones starts to crack and form, and now it's the tall blonde guy again. He goes, we lost our trail like we lost them after the Waffle Hut, after the crossroads. They must be phasing in and out. We'll never be able to find them. And again, Brenda says, you should look around. I feel like they're here somewhere. Angrily, the blonde guy comes up to Brenda and gets really close, it says. And I mean, like, Tayson, he's right there. He gets in his face and he goes, do you think you're safe this far away from the castle? And Brenda very calmly reaches up, picks something from his teeth, and says, well, nobody's around to stop me now, are they? He growls. Brenda laughs. They start looking around even more. So what do you guys do?
Miranda telepathically to Tayson. I'm sure we're hearing this because they're not like hiding their voices, right?
Nope.
They're loud. Okay. She goes, friend or foe? What do you think?
DM, could I get a vibe check based off of this conversation and now that I've been prompted?
Sure, go ahead.
I would also like a vibe check.
Sure, vibe check
Oh,
the bit.
don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. 25 from a natural 20. I want to know his social security number. I want to know if he's cheated on his wife. I want to know how many kids he has and which one is his favorite.
A really good vibe check, so I'll give it to you.
Appreciate it.
But I named Miranda's because she was doing it.
Sure. I never make a character with good insight. I'm very happy. I finally made one, and now, man, it's fun.
That's a 16?
Hard to tell the vibe of everything. You know these are the Wolves of Arlen. They seem to be searching. They seem to have your trail.
Yeah, but the Wolves of Arlen don't seem to like me, according to my letter from Martin. So,
You... Tayson.
Yeah, I'm getting conflicting vibes here, so I'm curious.
Tayson, specifically Tayson.
Yeah.
You're getting the sense that Rendith was told to find you.
Mm-hmm.
He somehow has employed the Wolves of Arlen. There's some tension there for some reason. You're not sure why. And now he's decided to fuck with them.
Guy.
Can I look at the person that just kind of appeared next to me?
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize them at all?
It's Rendith.
No. The guy who, like...
The guy in black is Rendith.
Okay. Okay. Then I will chill. He's the one who gave us the letters, correct?
He gave them the letters, yes.
Okay. Well, I trust him, so I'm fine to just chill with him.
What do you do with the information you have? So in your head, though, Tayson, you heard friend or foe.
I'm going to respond, yes. Chill. If
10 out of 10, real helpful, Tayson.
if I do understand this correct, and this is Mike being a dummy, guy who appeared next to me and told me to shush is the guy who is a part of the Queen's Guard and delivered the letters to them as far as letting them know everything.
Yep.
I've known him, or at least known of him, for a while. I would have no reason to distrust him.
And you recognize the blonde? You recognize the blonde guy after he transformed
as somebody
as the guy.
Yeah.
When you were on your little effing drink trip.
And I know that bad vibes for Miranda. Got it.
Yeah, you've heard her talk about it a million times.
Got it. Then I'm willing to chill with him knowing that I am here and them not. Cool. Got it. Chill for now. Set.
He points, the blonde, sends 3 of the werewolves down the way to go search again. And as soon as they're gone, you see Goverbean laugh, put his arm around Tayson, point, and say, "That's hilarious. You have to admit it's hilarious."
I mean, yeah.
And now the blonde guy just shakes his head. "We were searching for them. You were next to him the whole time." Rendith is like, "Oh, yeah, and I knew it. I knew it. You have to, your whole, I'm mightier than everybody, nothing can fool a werewolf. You're going to need us, Rendith, if you're going to find them. Nobody's a better tracker than a werewolf."
Oh, were you looking for me?
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Admit that werewolves are not that good at tracking. I need that now. It's something I need in my life, actually.
I don't feel comfortable being in the middle of this pissing contest. I'm sorry. Can I... Oh, boy.
Oh, that's fine. Say it, Ventura. Say that a simple human is better than a werewolf at tracking. He growls. He says, "But the one thing I don't know is where the other 2 are."
I split up with them a while back.
Well, the Queen sent us to bring you back.
Me?
I guess she didn't say anything about your friends, so...
Why?
That's fine. Do I look like the kind of guy who asks questions,
Oh,
Tayson,
but I
to
can't.
the queen when she gives orders?
But I can't go back.
Miranda is going to Tayson go, can we come out? Can we trust the wolves?
I mean, it wasn't too long ago, but I mean, what? Hold on, I can't. I still need to do what Martin said.
Why?
Because he kind of took care of me, and that was kind of what he told me that I needed to do upon his passing.
You're the prince now. I need to take you back to the castle so you're safe.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, there's a lot of things you don't know. You've been gone for like 9, 10, 11 days. Something I don't remember.
Sure. You mind rolling it back just like a little bit for me then?
Okay. How far back?
The point where I became anything that... the reason that I have to go back with you. Got it. Established. What prefaced that?
Turns out, Xandro knew all along about you and I would say parentage, but if magical incubation is parentage, then yeah. But yeah, there's a little Martin, a little Xandro, and a little of the queen in you. And since Martin's gone, now Xandro's gone, and the queen wants you home because you're the prince. Are we caught up?
I honestly feel like you're not trying to insult me right now. This is okay.
Why would I insult you?
Because it sounds like there's something very convoluted and detailed and serious, and this is the most finite and simplest way to give it to me. Not because I'm an idiot, but because you're just kind of doing your job, which means simple, finite, and do what you're supposed to do. Which, frankly, I respect. I'm sorry, I'm in a very awkward, everything right now.
Okay.
Okay. So do we need to go get my friends as well? Are they safe? Are they in trouble?
Why would they be in trouble?
Oh, because there's like demons and devils and stuff, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't like somebody. I don't know.
Oh, he doesn't like a lot of people. Yours truly is one of them.
Oh.
Apparently I'm too cocky and I don't give the right amount of what it was it that you said, and he just growls again. And he goes, see, that's what I'm talking about. He can't even admit he was wrong.
I mean, admittedly, you said that an average human, and like, I mean, I don't think you get to count yourself as average, especially if you're also cocky.
Well, I'm cocky and average.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing special about me. I don't wear armor. I don't carry swords. I can't turn into a little puppy dog.
They turn into a big dog.
Whatever, they're so cute.
Do you like if he calls you cute? I'm sorry, I don't...
No.
Okay, I won't call you cute then. Okay, so... I guess... Alright, give me a second. I'll see if I can go find him. And then we can go.
Sure. Oh, you got more than a couple seconds. He sent them way down the river to try to catch your trail.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just say you were looking for me? That seems like... What if we thought... I mean, I was hiding here because I thought you were regular wolves, and regular wolves don't have conversations. I mean, they did with Stroop, but she's special. So, she's not average. But she is a little cocky. But I think justifiably so.
The only wolf I can think of she had a conversation with wasn't a regular wolf either.
No, that was in the Feywild. That was a guardian. You want to hear about that sometime, Mike?
I hate you all. And with that, I say, wait, I think they're around here somewhere. And then I will just literally like go like the 10 feet away and be like, hey, I think we have to go back. Or at least I have to go back. Things are weird. I'm confused.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to them now. I'm talking to these two.
I don't think everybody was right next to each other. Which one do you want?
Oh, I thought we were close enough because it was all within 30 feet or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thought I was right next to Tayson, just looking at
Yeah.
him, looking at the guy.
I honestly thought that you were...
definitely like hiding on the hillside, like away from everyone, because I'm like, ah, shit,
Okay.
it's werewolves.
Well,
If they
then...
find me, they're in danger.
Well, I think what happens is Tayson goes into your head, hey, I think we probably should head back. I don't think they're gonna try and fuck with you today. Mostly because I think I'm their boss?
Technically no. I mean, but they're clerics, so they do, but they don't answer to you. It's complicated. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is all happening telepathically between you two, right?
No, that part is happening as I'm walking over to you and being like, hey,
Okay.
I think we're going now. I don't
Okay, we
know.
need to talk about the fact that you were an egg at one point, but
I mean, we
not
all
right now.
were at some point, right?
But you were an actual egg. Not right now. We shouldn't talk about that right now.
Miranda has not moved from the grass yet. She's just over there, like, silently cracking up at this conversation.
Okay.
But
So...
I'm sure there's also internal laughter, so both of you hear it.
Sure. Yeah, no, hey, look, I found him.
Yeah, we should not go back to the castle. That does not sound like a good idea. I do not like that. Nope. No. Nope. You tell them Stroopwafel of the Waffle Hut said no.
And you hear, and way in the distance, long live the Waffle Hut.
I mean, I feel like...
Is it like the Addams family in the situation? The
No.
Hey, everybody. How we doing?
Long live the Waffle Hut!
You've been raided.
Yeah, been raided. Long live the Waffle Hut, indeed.
Long live the Waffle Hut, Steve Holt.
Long live the Alice in Wonderland Gaming and the friends that joined from there. Thanks, friends. Appreciate y'all.
Hi, Alice!
This is something that's going to be really loud in my ears, but the rest of you are going to be fine.
Yeah, give that shout out.
Yeah, doing it. It's oh man, this is gonna suck.
Wait, we got to get ready.
What do we do?
Just dance.
Kesha is just really in her life today.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Hey, song's over. I'm sorry. We should have said something. You got into the song that you couldn't hear. Hey, guess what? Just found I am hey everybody, just found out I'm a prince. This feels weird, and I was an egg, but not a normal one. Yeah.
See,
So
you have a mama and a papa.
and a papa.
Another papa.
I have a mama and a papa and a half godpa. So yeah, no, they're look, I found. I mean, you're saying this loud enough to where you're like, you tell them the troop of the Waffle Hut says that is a bad idea. I mean,
Stroopwafel of the Waffle Hut.
I
Long live the Waffle Hut.
no, I'm saying I'm pretty sure that you just told them that because again,
Yeah, but you're in charge of them, aren't you?
I'm getting conflicting reports about that. Also, sorry, I don't know how long I've actually held this position, but I've known about it for, looks at the moon, about 2 minutes. So, I mean, I think I have to go back. The Queen ordered me back.
I
But
just want to make
Martin-
sure Alyssa didn't die.
What's that?
I was just making sure Alyssa didn't die.
Yeah.
She muted herself so you couldn't hear it, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to watch for the cues of dying.
Yes. The eyes,
But,
the eyes didn't go pale.
But
We're okay.
Okay, but like Martin told you that we needed to go save the world,
Yeah,
right?
but then the Queen told.
Brenda just says, "Oh, you already failed."
Oh,
Right.
I don't feel like we had a whole lot of time. That's okay. What
There's
happened?
a bunch of demons are killing people all over the place.
Well,
Okay, just
yeah,
because
but
Games
I
doesn't-
yeah, I thought that was the precursor, not the actual cursor.
Depends on what you consider end of the world. There's some villages that would say the end of the world has come already.
Okay. Can I make a counter proposal that also would work?
Sure.
I appreciate your openness to listen, even though I'm pretty sure you're going to say no. Can we get to Hardell to get what we need to get and then go back? Because I'm pretty sure that's important to the not everything ending part.
All I have to do is get you to Hardell, and then you'll go back to the castle.
Presumably?
That's
I
fair.
need a day after we get there.
What do you mean a day after we get there?
I just need to hang out there for a day.
At Hardell?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
He's eating the apple slices.
No, I understand. He no, I.
What you're saying
It's,
is
it's
making himself look more of an asshole.
yeah. I was gonna no. Or
Yes.
he's doing the Brad Pitt move, where Brad Pitt shows his power by eating in every movie and looking cool doing it.
He's leaning against the wall, eating apple slices out of a pouch while antagonizing a known werewolf.
Yeah.
Who is also a cleric.
Yeah. Okay, so presumably we get.
Have not popped out of the fucking grass.
I know.
I am very suspicious of this fucking werewolf.
He seems to be talking to Tayson anyway.
Presumably we get to Hardell, we find some information. Pretty sure Martin left some journals, or at least that's what Addendum said.
Well, let's talk about that out loud. I get you to Hardell.
Yeah.
24 hours later, we go back to the castle.
Assuming that the thing that we find in Hardell doesn't say, "Hey, go here and it'll keep the world from ending."
That wasn't the deal.
I know, but like, come on, man. If I showed you, if we go there and I can say, "Hey, look, it says here that if we do this, the world won't end and we'll stop all this bad stuff," are you still gonna make me go back immediately?
Yeah, I got orders, man.
Can we contact your boss?
Sure, go ahead. I'll wait.
I'd like to speak to the manager, Tayson mode.
He's leaning against the wall, drinking water, waiting on you to.
No, I'm just like, I'm fine with us going to Hardell first and then trying to find a way to communicate. I don't know.
I mean, I think we should at least get. If we go to Hardell with these guys, we'll have the protection we need, and we can do our thing that we need to do there.
Yeah, but
And if we just happen to not need to go back there, I feel like it's easier to slip out of their grasp in a city.
I mean, you gotta understand though. Like, I'm making a deal with them. I'm not gonna go back on it. I'd feel bad.
That's right, you are Tayson.
Well, I mean, like, we only have one little problem. It's not a problem for me. It may be a problem depending on how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I could take me, Stroop Waffle,
Of the Waffle Hut
Prince.
franchise.
Long live the Waffle Hut, Prince Tayson, and only one werewolf because, you know, there's only so many seats on the ride, and he looks over.
Oh, if I could find Miranda, she would actually have to go with us.
At this point, she finally pops out. Like
There she is.
It's like she comes out of nowhere.
I found her. There she is.
Oh, sorry, I don't have any more seats on the ride. You're gonna have to find your own way home. The minute you pop up, the blonde man in armor turns over and walks towards you, slowly but deliberately.
She gives her best intimidating face.
Could I ask you to ask for a roll for the intimidating face? Depending on, because I want to see what Tayson does. I want to know how good this face is first.
We're about to find out. Oh, that's a pretty intimidating face. That's a 19.
Okay.
Tayson thinks she can handle it. Never mind.
You make an intimidating face, but he walks up to you and stops 3 feet from you. Nobody told me you weren't from this world. If you didn't know I was hunting you. I'm sorry. And you hear 30 feet back at the wall, eating an apple slice still. Oh, that hurt. I feel the hurt from all the way over here. And he just looks back to you.
Why are you saying he's hurt?
Oh, because he's not good at apologizing. Oh, Arlen's always right, and werewolves are so cool.
Oh, I could teach you how to apologize. I do it all the time.
Miranda
No.
kind of like tentatively steps towards him. Like she's still in the intimidating, but she, it's like slow and steady. And she goes, "Maybe had you asked before hunting me, you would have found out."
I mean, that's not fair.
I don't show flashes of my true self to just anyone.
I don't think that's fair, because I mean, like, you don't like ask the deer if it's okay to hunt.
I'm
not talking to you.
I see you and him eyeball to eyeball, and then Tayson's still yelling this. He doesn't care.
Well, Miranda still has the psychic link to him, and just goes, "Shut up, Tayson."
Okay, sorry. See, that didn't hurt. It didn't hurt me. Okay, fine, whatever.
And he just looks at you and says, "I apologize, and that's all that matters."
She kind of just like huffs, and kind of as she's going past, I'm trying to decide if I want her to be flirty with him, even though she's still like half afraid of him. I'm gonna roll for it. Guys, evens are on.
No.
Both.
That's a 5. She's gonna do it.
What?
I did not consent to this.
Flirt. She's gonna do with a flirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay.
She's not bringing out the fuzzy handcuffs. Jesus.
Yet.
Again, that comes down to consent. So like, still like in that intimidating aura, she is gonna go past him, but she's gonna like brush her shoulder past him, but in like, not like a creepy way, but if you wanna way, as she goes towards Tayson and
Hold on, Tayson is gonna roll for uncomfortable. Oh, it's a 45! Weird!
What did that even happen on a D20?
Oh my gosh! I didn't even roll D. That was a D12. I just have a plus 13. I just have a plus 33 to uncomfortable. It's super weird.
That sounds on brand for Tayson.
Yes, for Tayson.
You rub up against him a little bit. He just looks over, and deep bottom pit howls out, and then just takes off running. And as he does, you hear the snap crack as he goes back into full werewolf form and runs off.
Glad to hear we're friends now.
Miranda kind of thinks this is hot as she sees it, because that's kind of what it sounds like when she shapeshifts.
All right, and then he pulls out a piece of paper, unfolds it, looks at it, says, "Okay, if you're ready, hold hands."
Okay. Miranda's like reaching down because she's the tallest of the bunch to like make sure she's holding Snoop's hand.
Okay.
Kind of like a kid at the like carnival with mom and dad.
And apparently this only works if I jump, and then he points at Stroop. You jump, points at Miranda. You jump, points at Tayson. You jump, and then I jump. We have to be just exactly in order. Ready? And he jumps, and he looks over.
Jump.
Looks at Miranda.
Miranda jumps.
Looks at Tayson. He shakes his head, finishes a spell. Swirl. You guys. Roll me a Constitution saving roll.
Hey, can we go back? I realize that this is an audio medium, and my response for jumping was me just moving in my chair. Tayson,
that's
also
all you get.
Okay, cool.
Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Oh, yeah.
Dirty
That's just
19.
That's a
Dirty
10.
19?
That's
And a 10. It swirls. It's nighttime. All of a sudden, you show up in this town where there's like a bench around the side. There's a horse riding by the minute that this happens. You see a couple of people walk by, and Miranda loses her lunch. And he goes, "Oh,
I hate teleporting. I hate teleporting. Oh god.
yeah, I should have warned you. I'm sorry." And he just looks at the piece of paper, looks it over. You go see it's blank. He folds it up, puts it in his pocket, and says, "I'll be at the inn. You have 24 hours. Good luck." And he walks away. Literally walks away.
Was so much faster than what we were doing.
Yeah, I feel like we probably should have, like, asked. Like, at the beginning?
So you knew that it could teleport us there, yeah.
No, because then we wouldn't have... No, you know what? Never mind. Maybe we would have stopped the world from starting to end, but we wouldn't have Dax, Fred, and Fred Jr., so... Nope, bad call still. Still a bad call. Okay, we need to
Miranda,
find...
you sit up, you wipe your lip as Tayson's talking. I'm going to let you finish. And you look around. You're about a block from your house.
If you guys would like, we can spend the night at my place.
Oh, we have a day to find whatever we need to here and get out of here. We now kind of know what we're looking for from Addendum, and I don't know if we know where to find it.
Wasn't she familiar with the area that Martin's house was in, based on like the map and everything?
You didn't even know he had a house there.
No. I'm saying that she didn't know about the house, but you had talked about the map, and like she was familiar with that area, right?
Familiar with Hardell because you also have a house here that nobody knows about.
Apparently, this is just a great place for safe houses. Is it just a city of safe houses? There's no actual people who live here.
We shall never know.
So I kind of am comfortable. I'm uncomfortable with the idea of literally doing anything other than finding what we need to find.
Okay.
I am not planning on sleeping because I don't know where to find it. I don't know how to find it. And now we've got a time limit. I mean, I guess we had a time limit before, but we used all of that time without realizing it.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely find what we need to find. ASAP.
So we're looking for notes from Martin. Okay. So Martin left us an actual note that said, "Go to Hardell."
Nope.
No, Avogard told us to go there,
Avogard
right?
told us that, yes.
Yeah. I only know because I looked at my notes from that session.
Yeah.
I did not remember that.
You're the bestest note taker.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's all I wrote is Avogard said to go to Hardell.
Hey,
No
not gonna
other
lie.
note.
Collection, you're the bestest note taker.
You wrote that, and
That's for the end of the
Dungeon
session.
and or Dragon?
and well, that's that session we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I apologize. Okay, so we are looking for notes from Martin, according to the devil person that neither of you trust, really, and we
No,
don't.
Avogard, the necromancer.
No, I know that Avogard told us that we had to go to Hardell.
Okay.
We asked Addendum what we were going to find here that we needed, and he said that we were going to find notes from Martin.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember that part. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to call Addendum real quick and ask him where Martin's house is?
Absolutely not. No, I do not. I
I'll
do not want to
exchange
do
one
that.
question for one question.
I don't trust that even a little bit.
Well, if we don't
I
trust
think
that a little bit, then we shouldn't trust the fact that he told us that we should be looking for notes.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could just go into like the local tavern and ask if there's places that Martin frequented. Um,
Just she's going to be the chaos of the trickster cleric and pull out the fucking stone and go. And another thing.
There is the hiss that comes with him coming into being
Yep, that's
as he rolls out, entangled with this giant winged goat-faced thing. He is not the same as he was before. One scar over his right eye, and it seems to be where most humans would be white, his is straight black. He has long, thin horns now that come out of the front of it, and he has giant black wings, and he's covered in red armor. He's wielding a sword as he turns it around, and this being just seems to grab at his hand. Almost impossibly, he moves with it still, gets it closer and closer. He yells out a huge roar as he drives his blade into the chest of this monstrosity, and then it just goes black ichor and down.
well, I was going to cast Sacred Flame on it, but that's effective too.
And then he looks around and he goes, "Oh, sorry," sheathes the sword, turns around, and as he does, horns are gone. The mark on his face is gone. His eyes look good. He's back in the suit. He brushes off a little bit and says, "I'm sorry. Did you call me?"
Hey, friend.
I feel like we interrupted.
But why is he hot though?
We need to figure out where... Oh, sorry, go ahead. I mean, you called him. He's your boyfriend. That's okay.
Not really.
I mean, he's your friend. He seems to be a boy. I don't... Okay.
Anyways, so Mirinda goes, where is Martin's hidden house here?
The one to the left of yours.
You're fucking kidding me. God damn it. Okay. Well,
He goes, whew.
Tayson just starts getting ready for a shocking grasp next to Mirinda, just looking for a weird spider to show up. Just
He
Yeah, I
says-
definitely have my scimitar out.
He says, "A preface to the question before I ask.
Mhm.
The demons are getting worse in the abyss. The war is turning tides. You know Deimos is coming back, right?"
had some suspicion, yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Are there any other questions?
Did you guys have any other questions?
They didn't call me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know, but I can ask the questions on their behalf.
Oh, I'd rather... No, we got the one.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. No.
About...
However, I can offer up some healing.
I'm gonna need it for what comes next, if you don't mind.
She's gonna cast Cure Wounds on
The Devil Man.
Oh.
That's
He has a name. Stop objectifying him.
Hey, Alyssa, just a quick question. Is Cure Wounds a touch spell?
It is.
Oh.
Jesus.
I have a...
She goes, if you don't mind.
I might be giving away a trade secret. It would help if you had a spell that's not divine, but necromantic.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. Does this work? And I'll just hold up a healing potion to him.
It would not.
Well, that's...
I haven't.
Wait, are these
Cure
divine?
Wounds, but I don't think that would work.
If you wouldn't mind.
Wait, seriously? Okay. That's 3d10. So let's.
All right. No, we need to have a talk. All right. This is where there's an actual disclaimer. We can't talk about objectifying all of the demons and werewolves and devil people and turning them into hot things. And then also making it to where the hurting makes them feel good. We can't do
I don't
that.
understand. What are you worried about, Mike?
Dude, I am editing as we speak the sex shop episode. I can't do all of this in 24 hours, guys.
First off, no, time out. It's not a sex shop, Mike. What was it called?
Doc, if I made a business and I called it Mike Has Pizza, and then inside the store I sold spaghetti, do I have a pizza shop or do I have a spaghetti shop?
What are you calling what you're selling?
I'm done with you. Move on. Roll your dice.
So that's actually 18.
So you is inflict wounds a touch spell as well?
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is.
In my head, you reached out. You reached out and said,
Given consent, right?
we reached out and you said, may I? And he asked, do you have anything that necromantic? And there was an exchange. The minute you said you have inflict wounds, he went, let me move my mic. He went, oh, yes, please. And he held out his arm for you.
So she, gently, reaches out to his hand and, strokes down the side, and, a vicious red mark appears where she touched him with the inflict wounds.
And as if
she had, cut him with a dagger, but not.
As it seeks in, you watch that wound, the wound that now appears through this illusion, close up that was on his head. You watch as little bits of the other illusion seal up, and he goes, thank you. Good day. He turns around, he's gone. And where he was standing,
I look around for a spider.
There's a skull. Hold on, there's a skull, and you did say you were holding it, so go ahead and roll some damage, or roll an attack.
It's a natural 20.
Okay. Let me just double check something here.
I swear to God, if these spiders are immune to lightning, I quit.
You hit it with lightning, and you watch it just snap and break and fall into black ichor and disappear.
Thank goodness.
And there's a crowd around you, like, what was all of that?
Which part?
The rolling cow man thing.
Oh, you
with
did
the
see
wing?
that. Yeah.
We are a traveling circus. Illusions. No, not really. Not really.
Oh.
But you should go to the Waffle Hut.
I was...
It's a marketing thing.
To Martin's house. Show's over, everybody. Thank you. Long live the Waffle Hut.
And you guys... Miranda leading the way back to her house.
Yeah.
I don't know
As you
lived
get there.
here.
No one does.
I guess Martin did. Otherwise, that'd be a really, really convenient thing.
You get to your house, Miranda, and you say, your house outside looks normal. Looks clean. Looks like the little hedges in front of it were taken care of. Like everything is clean, like it's supposed to be. And next door, a little bit dirtier, you see the house. And then, now you see the stupid symbol of Arlen that you've missed a million times going to your house. Maybe you just weren't paying attention. Right above the doorway.
Fucking Martin. Every goddamn rat. Alright, this is Martin's house, guys.
Oh. Okay. Makes sense with the feather above the door, kind of his thing.
I'm gonna check for traps.
On Martin's house?
Oh,
Yeah.
Tayson's just walking in.
Okay, you go. I'm picturing this.
Yeah.
You walk up to the door and you squat down and start looking. Like you know that you're supposed to. And then Tayson grabs the door. You feel the flash of energy. And Tayson opens it up and walks in.
Hello. Guess that works too. She,
Did I do something
kinda,
wrong? I'm
stands
sorry.
up, brushes her knees and tentatively walks in the door.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Group's gonna look at the hedges and be like, man, he should really fire his gardener. It's a bad one. And walks in behind everybody.
He's dead. So there is that.
Well, he definitely needs a new gardener then. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do with this place.
You walk in, the door closes behind you,
That's bad.
and all the candles spark up in the house. You walk into a very modest living room. A couple of chairs, books stacked up, all different genre looks of books that are there. You walk down a hallway. To the right in the hallway is a door. It's open. A simple room. Simple bed, simple table. Some manuscripts, a bunch of other books. What looks like some journals on the table. And then to the back would be the kitchen.
I'm immediately beelining for journals, manuscripts, word, anything that seems like it could have been done by Martin's hand.
There are a bunch of red leather bound journals. Seem to be stacked up in a pile. If you grab the top one and open it up, you see the first one, a date a long time ago. 100 years. I start this journal so that somewhere I can hide the truth, but have it written down to see it, to know my mistake, to read it later. I need to see the mistakes I've made. Erlen, help me. I must make things right. If someone else is reading this and I'm gone, know the truth. If it hasn't been taken care of already. Deimos lives, trapped in a shell over Adura now. I will fix this, I swear. It's my problem. And then it just goes off into a bunch of nonsense writing. There are about 128 journals here.
Oh, this is gonna take us some time. Miranda's gonna, like, crack her knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna sit down at the table and, gonna like stretch her shoulders and go, all right, let's get to reading. I'm used to this in the library.
So Tayson has number 1. What are you gonna take?
2, I guess.
2. Stroop, are you gonna help?
Stroop is first gonna go around the house and look for secret passageways because she feels. Yeah, she feels like Martin would definitely have one in his house, and that's
Okay.
where he would keep all the good stuff, especially the good cooking supplies.
Roll an investigation for the 3.5 rooms.
Does she have advantage in the kitchen because it's her favorite terrain?
Sure.
Whatever. Do you want me to roll one for each specific room, or just all together?
So where are you starting?
I'm gonna start in the big living room.
Okay.
And I got a natural 20, so 21.
You have searched every nook and cranny of the floors and walls. There's no secret room coming from this room.
All right, the bedroom I got an 8.
You guys are trying to read the journals, and Stroop is like going around the walls and pushing and looking. You don't find anything in there. Go ahead and roll for the hallway before you go to the kitchen.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. The hallway is very solid. There are no passageways here. She blew on her dice. What are we, craps?
I got an 8 for the kitchen / dining room.
And you don't find anything in the kitchen as well.
Okay.
But isn't that her favorite terrain? Shouldn't she get advantage?
Yeah, I said yeah. Roll advantage. I don't care.
12.
There still is not a passageway in the kitchen.
You find Deimos. There he is. Ah, kill him.
Let's fight him.
He's big. He's like, hi.
Okay, after doing that and kind of getting defeated, Stroop is gonna sit on one of the chairs in the. Stroop is gonna sit on one of the chairs in the living room. Just kind of.
You're not gonna help them go through the journals?
I
love
am.
it.
I
I
am,
love it.
but first
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
grab one of the books that are like piled in the living room and kind of like look and see if it's anything interesting.
You look at it, and it's a green book. It has a title, but more importantly, it seems to be like a parchment with some writing on it that's in the middle of it. And you look at it, and it's the Guardians and their way of life. And if you look at the parchment, it says on it, Stroop Waffle. Guarantee you, definitely a Guardian.
I'm gonna pocket this.
Oh, good luck. I mean, you're two something. This is half your size.
Ah, dang it. Okay. I wanna like,
Pocket books don't fit in your pocket. I'm just saying.
okay, well, I'm gonna put it next to me on the other side.
Okay.
Is there anything interesting
Uh,
in that one?
I want that one. I want that book.
Okay.
But it's big and I am small.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I think we've only got like a day, and it's probably less than a day at this point. So I think a lot of this is gonna end up coming back with us.
That makes sense.
So I'll tell you
I'll
what,
put it in a pile to keep.
if you want to keep reading those or start on these journals with us or whatever, that's fine. Actually, I think I'm gonna stay up a long time. Can you make coffee?
Bean soup. Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Espresso bean soup. Everything is soup.
I call
Yeah,
it I call it awake broth.
you.
Awake broth.
Oh, it's posh. Anyways, you head into the kitchen and realize that Martin had a caffeine addiction. It doesn't have any food, but there's a million different ways to make coffee in here.
I'm gonna make as much coffee as I can. And then I'll get started on the books, on the journals.
Based on going through book 1, there's a little thing about Morthos was not the first werewolf of Arlen. Seems like it's more commonplace than what he thought. There's a interesting one. Xandro took me to the Adesh Mirror, and I got to see life there. God warriors are incredible, and sparring them is fun. They're quick, vicious, and they serve Xandro well. Yeah.
Is this the first time I heard about him going to actually being in Adishmira?
He's talked about the laws. I don't
But-
think you've ever asked him directly.
Okay. I was because he just told me we don't. People don't go there. The elves have closed it off. Got it. Cool.
Yep. They are quick, vicious, and serve Xandro well. The magic, crystal, and forest, all in the architecture, is just breathtaking. In the ceremony, they said that me and my family are welcome to the Adesh Mirror. What family? Alicia's lost to me. Her sacrifice is in vain. I watched her die. I heard the end clearly because Deimos wanted me to. This page has a lot of water damage on it, by the way. Well, I've been everywhere and helped most kingdoms. Still trying to find my way into the Grathspar. No one knows what's going on in there since no one's seen them. Maybe they're dead. Long ago, maybe they thrive. I have to find a way. I need to know. I did meet a peculiar person today in the round-capped rainforest. A wood elf. That I suspect is not a wood elf. Whatever she is. Everyone needs a second chance. And it seems interesting in working with the Church of the Five. This place has so many interesting things, but I'm sure whatever the secret she keeps is nothing too world-ending than this one. I can't believe it's been 25 years here and I'm no closer to my goal. Maybe Arlen sent her to my path for a reason. It ends with the first prophecy, the one given to Avigard, Gnarl, and Xandro. I found it. They tell me that they thought it was for them, but they were not sure. It's meaningless and vague, but aren't they all? And right there on that page is the prophecy that you guys heard. He finishes the prophecy and then says, "Today I met a weird person, lost and confused." It's not the weirdest thing. Interesting fellow. Thought he was a wolf. Carved handle out. Very interesting person altogether. What are you going to do? I need to journal more. Seems like I'm giving up on myself. Seems like I forgot that I failed. And I have less than 100 years to make it right.
closes that one.
The second one, the third one, nothing. Gibbering about the land and the forest, and he already took you to the Elven Temple in the forest when you guys ended up in the Feywild. He talks about like how it's weird the way they mine the ground. It's around 51, 52. I'm sorry, 61, 62. Now that Stroop's helping you, you guys are getting through it quicker because I'm sure she wasn't just going to sit the whole thing out. But a lot of coffee.
Just all the coffee. There's just vats of coffee. No, I'll help you. I'll help you in a second. I just gotta make sure.
62. I ran into a half-elf today. He seemed lost, confused, gibberish. Seemed like he'd been through a lot. I didn't want to push. I talked with Xandro about it a little bit, but he told me it's impossible. But here we are. He told me his name was Tayson, but he seemed standoffish. Obviously, been through a lot more than I could even understand, but that I could understand. There's something familiar about him, though. I can't put my finger on it. Couple pages, a little bit further down, it says, a month later, Reachers has brought me to the problem. Apparently magic's the reason the world does not have half-elves. Without magic, all souls and species are compatible. And then he cites a paper from the Crystal Spire. Tayson, in one of the next ones you read. This just jumps out at you. Tayson should not exist. Avigard tells me that he may have been created through magic. There's something she's not telling me, though. Something that she knows. But she's a tough one, and I can't get her to crack. Stroop. He writes, I talked with the king and queen today, and apparently, as third of the crown, I got my permission to officially adopt Tayson into the family. The queen has a fondness for him, to say. She says things like, there's something about him. Maybe this is related to what Avigard won't share with me. I don't know. We'll find out. It's later in the day as you guys are reading through these. You come across getting to the end. Tayson, you're up next, I think. No, it's Miranda. He absorbs magic. It's the most peculiar thing. We were hunting Redoromir. We were told that it was hunting around the Forge of Souls. The ward was on its tail as well. It used breath to cast a peculiar spell. It was aimed straight at me, and it went into the back scar of Tayson. For a moment, he seemed more powerful. His next spell obliterated the Redoromir. But he was in obvious pain. He's tougher than I could ever be. Does not help me understand who he is, though. But it is interesting, nonetheless. Tayson. Traveled to Lodell, still trying to stop their stupid hunt wars. Two of the same people, with one difference, and it amazes me that something so stupidly insignificant separates two obvious people that are made to be stronger together. Finally, I met up with this Baven Tugiv, and he refused to answer my questions, but he gave me more information than I wanted. It was a school on the dirt trail south of Rangio. I went, but it looks utterly destroyed. The whole land there seems to be... I can't put my finger on it. Magic pulses from the ground, and I can make little of it. I'll share this with Master Geosol at the Spire. Maybe he'll help me see what hurt Tayson. Maybe I can finally help him heal. Amazingly enough, I think Stroop's next. I swear to God, I wrote this a long time ago. It's not my fault. Stroop Waffle, the guardian in waiting that doesn't want to. Gaia and Arlen are cruel indeed. Turns out she didn't even know and decided she didn't care. And you know what? I love that about her. Stubborn and feisty, and she seems to be drawn to Tayson as a friend as well, and seems to rub off on him every now and then. They started taking yearly trips together with cleric Mirinda Shren, and I'm blessed to know that when my time is up, he has people that he can trust and talk to. I don't have the heart to tell him of the life ahead. But there will be a time once he learns to just be a person again. He has finally stopped needing guidance all the time, and I think he realizes he's allowed to be a person. If I ever find those that did this to them, I will lose my soul and be thrown out from Marlin's sight for what I'll do to them. Mirinda, the very last written thing in any of these things is you make it through just shy of the 24-hour mark. Arlen has shown me that my time is near. I have failed. I don't know what to do, but I know it's nothing I can do. I believe Tayson is the key, but I'm not sure how. I'm no closer to finding his origin, nor finding his torturers. Justice is not served. My mistakes are now my son's. Hopefully not alone. The cleric Shren, the changeling from another multiverse, the guardian in waiting Stroop. If they accept their fate is linked with Tayson's, he may stand a chance. If not, well, I don't worry. He'll still succeed. Tayson, if you're reading this, do you want to continue reading?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not you. Miranda's the one reading this.
Fuck!
Do I get the vibe that this is legit just a Tayson, or that, like, while it's addressed to Tayson, like, it would be...
You read everything up to this line. I read it out to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna read, like, the first couple lines, just to suss out whether or not this is something that's personal.
The first line. Tayson, if you're reading this, you're stronger, braver, and better than I have ever been.
Mirinda is going to tap Tayson and go, you're gonna want to read this with me. This last part.
And it says, Tayson, if you're reading this, you are stronger, braver, and better than I have ever been. I am convinced you are what will save the world, and possibly all planes of the multiverse. You are amazing, and I cannot be more prouder of anyone.
Tayson walks away.
Mirinda, is you going to continue?
I'm gonna keep reading.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep reading.
Okay.
Tayson is desperately looking for a 129th journal. No, absolutely not. Keep going.
Mirinda, you will continue reading. I'm so very sorry for what I've done. I can never make it up to you. You are my son, and I have failed as a father. Be better than me, stronger than anyone. Find a way to destroy Deimos before his demons come, before the shield falls, before he returns. All I have is yours, including my villa in the Adashmira. If I am right, you should be able to enter. I suspect that you were created using some kind of magic and essence from me, and that means the oath that bonded myself and Xandro is now passed to you. I love you. You are, always have been, and always will be, enough. Martin Firewall.
Do we know that Xandro's dead yet?
I don't think that came up in conversation yet.
Okay.
Didn't Rendith kind of mention it?
He
I don't
hinted
know if
to it.
Yeah,
He hinted
but not.
to it.
I wasn't sure if it was to us or just to Tayson.
Subvertly, but not overtly.
Gotcha.
Would we have picked up on that?
I leave it up to you and your character development, but I'm hearing Stroop probably didn't.
Yeah,
I
Stroop
think
probably
Miranda,
wouldn't have
because
thought of
she was telepathically linked to Tayson as this was going on.
Sure.
Probably got that subtext.
I don't know if Tayson got that subtext.
Well, I mean, between what she's hearing on her end and the vibe she's getting from Tayson's head.
Okay.
Tayson doesn't get it because Tayson's got enough going on.
And you see Tayson digging through the rest of the books.
I don't know that we can get into his villa in Adashmira.
What?
Xandros is dead.
Okay.
But that's where we need to go next.
No, we need to go back home. I said that we would get here and then we'd go back home, and we need to make sure that we found everything before we go. Because now we know what we're supposed to do, but he didn't tell us how or with what or anything else. So we need to keep looking. I need to keep looking. We need to keep looking.
Tayson, that's the last journal.
Okay. So what?
So what is now we can go back home, talk to the Queen, but you don't make another promise to someone about us staying there, because we have to try and get into Adashmira.
Based on what? Based on what? So I'm supposed to believe that he took a century to try and figure this out, and he couldn't. And then it was put on me to figure it out. But we're supposed to go down his trail and figure out what he did, and go to his houses and places where he'd been, where he couldn't figure anything out, and he still can't tell me anything about what I'm supposed to do, but I'm supposed to figure it out, so we should just repeat the same thing and not know what's happening at the same time that it's already happening?
Jason, we can't make an informed decision about what we're going to do unless we have the entire picture.
What?
We need to know what he knew already.
What picture?
In a protracted amount of time.
It's here.
There's more to it. Yes, Deimos is returning. But he might have found something that he just was not able to enact yet.
He literally said that he couldn't figure it out. And I'm the key somehow. Okay, great. To what? He doesn't know. He even says he doesn't know. And now there's people getting hurt and dying and all of this now. It's no longer we have to sort it out before the bad thing is happening. The bad thing's happening.
Yes. And sometimes we have to do what's the hardest thing to do. And that... Yes,
of course. Because I've been doing the easy thing this entire time. I am sorry. I'm not trying to put this on you.
Miranda is going to grab a cup of the coffee and just kind of slide it towards Tayson.
Oh, if there's any concern that I am not awake enough right now, remember how the last week or so...
It's more that we don't have any hot tea.
Do you remember how the last week or so I've talked consistently about how it's been a strange week because we've encountered weird people or weird things are happening or whatever. So let's couple all of that, and that's in its own little separate box. And then in the last couple hours, I found out that I should not exist, that I'm some kind of weird whatever the hell. Our job is to vanquish? I don't know if you can kill a demon god, but that's our job now. And somehow I need to be some kind of key. Not an implement, not direct key. And we don't know how, so...
We don't know how Stroop and I are connected to you either, but... And she kind of just, sipped her coffee.
Did either of you find out in the last... I don't know. Let's give it a broad scale. Did either of you figure out in the last month that you shouldn't be in existence? Like, capable of existing?
I mean, given that I'm the only changeling on this plane.
On this plane.
Hi.
On this plane.
Yeah, and you're not the only half-elf on all the other planes either. I can tell you that right now.
New to me. I've only been here. I've only been aware that I should not be capable of existing in the reality that I've always lived in. I found that out a few minutes ago. So I'm doing my best with each bit of new information, but it seems like each new bit of information is exponentially bigger than the last one. It's now laughable that 9-10 days ago, 11, basically less than 2 weeks ago. But there was a time that my adopted father said, hey, I'm going to be dead tomorrow. And that was world-wrecking. And now that's not even a 3 out of 10. So today, right now, not a big worry about coffee or where's the next trip through the family will and testament, much more concerned about the currently around. And you know what? If I get to go back home and get a little bit of context at the same time, great.
And I didn't say we didn't go back home. I said don't make another deal to stay there. Now did I? Because you made a deal for us to go back within 24 hours.
Because it would get us here. Because it was the right thing for us to do to get to where we needed to. And because if there is concern somewhere else, then that's where we need to be. I don't think anybody is just going to flat out be able to tell us, hey, this is what you need to do. Because as far as I'm concerned,
Where
Martin.
did the new map get posted?
New map is in the watching room.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked at it too.
Let's go through the people that have any semblance of a clue of what we're talking about here. Martin, dead. Xandro, evidently gone. Didn't realize that was even a possibility, but here we are.
He was only half god after all. Plus, gods get killed on a semi-regular basis, and new ones take their place.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Not exactly the time for semantics. Please. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thread. It's just about that thin. Let's see. Archmage Avagard. Great. They just kind of, hi, haven't seen you in a long time. By the way, go to Hardell. That'll be super important for you. Poof, gone again. And among them, somewhere, the Queen. Because she's the one telling me to come home because of this context. And I don't know where she is in all of that, how much she knows, what she knows. But I am now dealing with the fact, and I mean this, fact, that I got told ever since I got out of the school that all of the people there were rude to me, they were mean to me, and they were terrible to me. And I'm finding out now that all of the people that told me that didn't decide at any point that they should trust me with any information or let me know what was going on until after the fact where they never had to take any responsibility for it. So,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
As far as where I should go and what I should do, I want to trust you. I really do. I'm not gonna promise to not promise anything. I'm just gonna do. And hopefully there's some context giving in the middle of it.
Tayson, I don't have any more context than you do. I'm finding out these things as you go. I'm trusting in you. I'm trusting in the fact that you are my friend, and that there is something that we need to do in order to try and save everyone that we know and love. And if Martin thought you were the key, I trusted Martin, even though he did not always give us the information.
I'm kind of done trusting Martin.
Lies of omission. I understand. But technically, he didn't lie to you. He just didn't tell you.
Again, feeling like that's more of a semantic argument than not. I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing. By any means, Tayson. But you have to also realize that sometimes the road to the hells is paved with good intentions. And while he thought he might have been doing what was best for you, he might not have been. But that is the path of any parent. He loved you. It's clear that he loved you, Jason. And he wants you to succeed, even when he's not here. And he felt that he had done you wrong in some way.
I sure hope he would want me to succeed, because the thing that he wants me to succeed at is the whole not letting the world end thing after he was trying to figure it out for a century or so.
Even beyond that, you can tell. It's more than that, Jason. Like, obviously there is that, but you can tell with his wording and the way he wrote to you.
I thought my parents didn't want me, so they gave me up, and the school picked me up.
Well, the school lied to you on several occasions, didn't they?
Yeah, but you gotta, again, keep in mind, it feels a little weird to say that I'm connected, but not sure how, and I am not going to try and argue with the logic or emotion of what you're currently trying to convey to me. What I am going to tell you is that if you are trying to get any kind of logical or emotional reaction and understanding from me, I am not currently in a place to do either in a admittedly comfortable way. So
There's a knock at the door.
What?
Jeez. Tayson. Breathe. Stroop, would you get that?
Yeah, I got it, guys. Don't worry. Now open the door. Who is it?
She does this strut again. You open the door, and standing before you is a black-robed figure. She pulls back the hood. She's got short purple hair. It's about here. One bright, beautiful purple eye, one red eye. And she goes, "Sorry to bother you, but if the house hasn't been sold yet, is Avigard here?"
No. Who are you?
I am the Raven Sith. I am her apprentice, and I'm just looking for her.
Oh, no, she's not here, but please come in for a cup of coffee. Please come in for a cup of coffee.
Do you have tea?
No.
Miranda always has tea.
Oh, yes. Yes, we do.
She'll walk in and look around and says, but if she's not here, I appreciate it. I'll take the cup of tea.
If it means anything, yes. I would like to find her very much as well.
As you come out of the room, she's standing in the... well, I figured she would be here. I found her here many times before.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not.
And she's definitely not taking care of the hedges.
Of course she's not. She usually goes missing, but I usually can communicate with her. I can't seem to reach her right now, so I just went looking. I'm sorry if I interrupted something as she's looking around. Like I just imagined a red face from Tayson. Were you crying at all during any of that?
Nah.
No. Miranda, did you cry reading the passage at all? Is she scanning the room?
Yeah, she probably would have had a few tears.
She's like, I
Just
don't want
because
to.
she was friends with Martin for so long.
She says, I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, it's a little concerning that you can't reach Avogad near her like apprentice, especially with the Xandro thing. I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling about this, guys.
There's nothing about bad feelings. She goes away, she comes back. It seems to be her thing. I've only been her apprentice for 95 years, but
That's longer than I've been here, so.
Well, I'm so sorry. Can you tell me your name one more time?
I am the Raven Sith.
The Raven Sith.
Shout out to that Sith Raven.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay. How long has it been since you have lost contact with her?
11 days.
Fuck.
I'm sorry?
It was so. Hey, remember how she said she had to tell us something and then she was done? She was good. I don't know if she died. I don't know if she just decided to leave and maybe she'll come back or maybe she won't. But I don't think she's. Hey, I hate to tell you this. I don't think she's beholden to returning. Maybe. I don't know. But you know her better than I do. She had to tell us something from Martin and then kind of dust the hands off and dropped off the package and then pieced. So I don't know if you're going to be getting a hold of her anytime soon. But if you do, please let her know that Tayson, Stroop, and Miranda are very interested in having a conversation.
Okay. She goes off and does things from time to time.
Okay.
It's okay.
Fair enough. Do you want this house?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, if she keeps coming back here, if you want it, it's yours. And then she'd come back to your house, which would be nice.
I'm sensing a little hostility, and I haven't done anything.
Not towards you. It might be in your direction,
Feeling
but it's
a
not.
little this way.
Yeah, it's definitely that. It's more that it's emanating from me, and not any of it is actually directed towards you. You're just kind of in the crossfire of me and everything existence right now. I'm sorry. I was gonna say much better than this, but I think the better phrasing would be just more tolerable than this. And I'm not there right now. I'm really sorry. I know first impressions are important. This is a bad one. Just know, not mad at you. It's been a weird day.
Do you need a drink?
He doesn't drink alcohol normally.
Yeah. I don't know. How much time before we have to go?
She reaches into her robe and pulls out a flask and hands it towards you.
Great. Great. Tayson will take a sip. And then, without actually tasting it, probably take several glugs.
Okay.
This is bad.
Tayson, you're not used to drinking. Slow down. Don't drink that much.
I just got told that I was created more than born, so I'll do what I want right now. Thanks.
I'm sorry. You're a construct?
Maybe?
It's complicated.
May I touch you?
For what purpose?
I would like to see if you're a construct and I have to use
sure.
magic.
Yeah, no, of course. Great. Be careful, I'm weird.
Okay. She touches your shoulder. Her eyes roll back. They flicker a little bit. She comes forward and she says, "Nope. Living, breathing, not a construct." And she taps you on the shoulder.
That's good to know. Okay. Not all alive. That's neat.
Why would you think you're a construct?
Oh, I'd show her the book.
All 158 of them?
Yeah. I just point there, and then found out I am of several people's blood, which evidently means something towards kingdom lineage, which means I have to go back to Remedigan soon. And yeah, I guess we'll find out then, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get more cryptic non-answers. I don't know. I'm here, and I am, you know what, I appreciate it. I am here, I am living, I am breathing. That is a good start.
Are you Tayson Firewell?
What gave it away?
Well, you're reverting to this awkward person, and that's what I've heard a lot of.
Okay.
You didn't know where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously a species I haven't seen before.
Sure.
And Avagard's exact words were, "I gotta do it again for Martin because of his son."
Okay.
And she was pissed about that, be honest.
Do you know what I gotta do it again? Do you know what the it was?
I would guess it's something to do with fighting David.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yep. Nope, that is... Hey, we're on track. Okay.
That tracked.
Great.
That does track.
I appreciate that. Sorry again for the claws out nature I had for a bit there. I'm gonna process this all later and be much worse, but right now I can go ahead and just bottle that up and be more useful for any information or anything that you need right now.
I mean, honestly, Tayson, I kind of felt the same way when I got here for the first time.
Sure.
So, I understand.
Do you need to get to Remedigan? Is there somewhere else you need to go? You mentioned something about time running out when I first walked in.
Right. No, we're supposed to go back to Remedigan with the person who helped us get here from the Queen's Guard, and then figure out what the next steps are. Miranda thinks that we need to go to Adishmira, which could be absolutely right, could not be. I don't know. Point is that that's somewhere else that I'm supposed to go, that maybe I can go to and maybe I can't when I get there. And all the while, everything kind of seems to be absolute shit outside. So, for now, I think it's just kind of a sit and see what happens next.
Adeshmere is open, except the Black Forest stands in your way.
Right.
Do you need a lift?
To Adishmira?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
If it's not too much trouble, can you come... Ow. Just whacked my knee.
Only when I'm by myself with the right toys. Sorry, go ahead.
Ayo. If it's not too much trouble, if you wouldn't mind accompanying us to Madigan first, and then to Adishmira.
I have to find Avocado. I'm willing to take you one place, but then I have to get back home.
I have a feeling if you follow along with us, she will make herself known, since we are down the path of trying to also defeat Deimos.
Have you asked? Go ahead.
Unless she's trying to avoid it because she doesn't want anything to do with it because, I quote, wasn't 3 times enough. End quote.
Have you talked to the Queen?
No, I don't like cities very much.
I mean, she might have an idea. That's all I'm saying.
I'll continue to look. It's probably better if people don't know that. Well, if they know she's back, it's probably good that they don't know she's gone.
That's fair. I would very much like to go with you because I kind of want to avoid all of this problem, but I also made a deal that said I would go back, and I don't want to get him in trouble because he's just doing his job.
Okay. Anyways, I can see myself out.
Here, I'll walk you to the door. I'll get you a to-go cup for some tea.
I feel she's been drinking it the whole time.
Yeah.
She's getting a to-go cup as well. She'll always have something to drink.
The tea from the famous Waffle Hut. It's their specialty.
Yeah.
The pumpkin spice lattes in season. Anyways. She says, okay. She takes a step out the door and she says, well, are you sure you don't want to lift? Last chance.
I think we're gonna go with Tayson's plan.
I hate my plan.
It's his plan.
She says, okay. Snaps her finger and she's gone.
I hate my plan.
Seeing as we have a little bit of time left,
Oh, no, you don't.
No.
As the doors open and you look outside, it's overdue. And as you contemplate what you're going to do next, to give you time, and we're 30 minutes over, we're going to pull back from that. And I will not give you a cutscene today because we are really over.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. I'm going to process some stuff. But it's been a fun time. Y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time. Keep hanging out on the channel. And, yeah. That's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to raid somebody in just a little bit here. But, Doc?
Love everyone. Keep it nerdy and live your dreams.
Later.